I'm waiting for the broadcast to show up on X. It's not there yet. It's bothering me.
Look at you all very, very,
The
very
first thing I
X.
the first thing I did was I looked at the Twitter. I looked at the Twitter and I was like, wait, it's not on yet. It's
Mama
not on yet.
on
It's not on yet.
Twitter.
The Twitter. Why is it not coming on the Twitter? It says broadcast not available. It
Twitter
doesn't.
always
It
acting
doesn't
up.
matter.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's cool.
I got you. I'm gonna just
It
go ahead
doesn't
and
matter.
beat that bad boy.
Go ahead. It's
You
all
wanna act
good.
crazy? All right, hold on. Yeah, you go ahead. All right.
All right. Well, you know what that means. So you know when it goes to this, this is up close and personal. That means the show has officially started and the brothers are back for another compelling episode of the Wrestling Realm Now podcast. And good brothers, we are going to do it first. Now, what am I referring to? What are we going to do first, realness? Fellas, I'm glad you asked me. We can no longer ignore this, and we cannot prolong this conversation because we're going to get to it before everybody else hops on this Nigerian bandwagon, because tonight we are going to talk about the rise of Oba Femi. That's right. Oba Femi is on the fast track to becoming the WWE's next major superstar. And of course, good brothers, we're going to talk about it, all that tonight. Not to mention, we're going to also talk about the Usos getting their hit back on CM Punk for disrespecting the family. We're going to talk about Cody Rhodes and him recapturing the WWE World title. Is it something we really needed? We're going to talk about that as well. And we're also going to get into Finn Balor has been officially kicked out of the Judgment Day. Fellas, I got some hot takes about the Judgment Day, and I purposely waited until this entire show to say those things. So, without further ado, buckle your seatbelts. We're still on the road to WrestleMania and celebrating 15 years. Let's get it!
Houston, we have a problem.
Keep going.
You got a lot of air in them lungs, boy.
Oh, anyway. Welcome to the Wrestling Realm Now podcast, where we take a deeper dive into the world of professional wrestling. Now, add an extra laugh. I'm your host, the realness himself, the real Dwayne Allen. And I, as you can see, am in the building. And he is your host, Mr. Super Producer, Brother Hugh, H-A to the S, T-J to the E, 3 to the R, to the D has the third, is in the building. And he is your host, the man, the myth, the legend, and still a heel after all these years. And some people may have known him as Mr. Steal Your Show, but we, on this show, we know him as the adversary to the Macho Man Randy Savage in 1997. Hollywood. Brian H. Waters is in the building. The heart and soul of the franchise. The man that discovered us all. Good brothers. I don't know about you, but this road to WrestleMania, it's got me tiptoeing, but there's a level of excitement that's in my bones. And I'm glad we have this show every week to have these thought-provoking conversations, as well as educating the masses about the level of intellect and the performance and the writing and the screenplay and the cinema of what we call professional wrestling. But I'd be remiss if, in relatively rude if I didn't ask you brothers, how you guys feeling? We're back. We're here for another show. Like I said, we're on the road to WrestleMania, and I got a feeling that things are about to heat up. There's some things that have transpired since the last time we've been on the show. So we're going to have quite a few conversations. But of course, like I said at the very beginning, at the top of the hour, we can no longer ignore this. It's because the WWE has a superstar on their hands, and his name is Oba Femi. We're going to get into all the details as to why that is and some of our own tidbits about what we think about Oba Femi and his climb to success in the WWE and the way that it's being done. And we're going to talk about it as well in context of how it looks in regard to other guys who have had a meteoric rise to the top. And it's very familiar to one. I mean, one that we may see. I'm not going to spoil it. Anyways, brothers, how we feeling? We're back for another week. Wrestling Rum Now podcast, 15 years, all this crazy stuff going on in this world. And we're still here blessing the airways with this pro wrestling goodness. How you guys feeling?
I got a feeling that everything is gonna be all right. I got a feeling that everything is gonna be all right. Let's go, baby. I'm good. I'm live.
I got a feeling everything's gonna be all right.
What do you say now?
Be all right. Be all right. Be all right.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And this all like the Holy Ghost.
Hit you with the
Holy Ghost. Oh boy, this is why we need culture in this world. If anybody who's, I'm sorry, for those who may not be as cultured as we are, we just imitated the entire scene from the episode of Martin where Reverend Leon Lonnie Love made his debut. Just in case anybody may not be familiar with the shenanigans that you experiencing first thing on the show.
Yep, that's how we roll.
It sounds like you're doing pretty good though. I'm glad to hear that. Brian H is man, it's tough being a bad guy. You know what I mean? But in the words of Scott Hall, hard work pays off. I don't remember the rest of the quote, but I'll notice that bad times don't last, but bad guys do. And because you're here,
hard work pays off. Dreams come true.
There it is.
That's it.
Bad times don't last,
but
bad guys do.
There we go.
And it doesn't get any better than
toothpick.
It doesn't get any better than Brian H because you're the worst. You're the heelest. He's the Brian H has got to be the biggest heel in all of 2024, 2025, 2026, and he's going to be
make a baby face turn. Maybe that's the problem.
That's an evil brother. No, he's on Danhausen levels,
bro. Very nice, very evil. That's exactly who Brian. Just made a comparison. Oh my goodness, thank you, brother Hugh. Ladies and gentlemen, brother Hugh.
Oh man, shout out to my
Brian H comparison.
That's all him. My little cousin. I was sitting there with her, and she just like, "You are cursed."
Wow. No, I'm sorry. How old is your little cousin? Let's just put this on the record.
Oh, 11. Sure.
See, we might have another
12 next year. I mean, next week.
Next week. Okay, we might have
happy
another
birthday
star on our hands. Definitely happy birthday to your cousin.
Yeah, we all as a community putting our arms around her during this time. But I tell you, she was a wrestler, and she was beating him. You know,
that's right. She did wrestle.
Yeah, Queen PR in the chat. She showed her certificates. I mean, she was out there like how Ronda Rousey was, but she was with little boys. She was pinning them in less than 19 seconds.
It's crazy work,
man. Yeah. So all I'm saying is we might have a potential wrestler on our hands, and we just named 3 people that could potentially be crossover stars. Your cousin Danhausen, and of course Oba Femi. But you know, there's plenty to get into today, and you know, like I said, we're not going to prolong this. We're here, we're back, we're happy. That's the whole point. We did our proper introduction, but for those that may not be properly introduced to us, the Wrestling Room has been doing this, good brothers, for 15 long years, and it doesn't even seem like it. It doesn't seem like it's been 15 years, but we have been here. 2026 is the year that we celebrate our 15th anniversary of the Wrestling Realm. All the shenanigans, all the fun, all the content, and we have so much coming this year because we are celebrating all year. This is no small feat that we've been able to maintain this. We are an award-winning podcast. We have most people, we don't tout this a lot, and we don't even put this out there as much, but we have been ranked officially probably the last 7 years we've done this podcast in the top 15 pro wrestling podcasts, especially in the WWE category. So this we're not tooting our own horns, but you know, we have done quite a bit in 15 years. And
we have thrown up 83 points.
I'm just saying though,
that's crazy.
Yeah, a little bit, you know, especially a lot of forced free throws. But
I was about to say all from the free throw line. You know what I mean?
You know, 43 free throws is a lot.
So shout out to
43 free throws is a lot, but you know, we have been
the Wizards. But
yeah, well, that's
blame
just,
LeBron James. I'm just saying.
I blame the Wizards for not having pride.
Everything that's wrong with the NBA, I blame LeBron.
Absolutely.
No, he has a lot to do with it.
They like each other. The Wizards helped. Blame LeBron. See, Jalen Rose and them was like, we try, we can't stop him.
It was nothing you can do.
It was. That's so funny. I think it was talking about the coach was like, at least he didn't get 82.
Wow.
There was nothing they could do that night. But it was a tight game back in 2005, 4,
that
6.
That one got out.
That Lakers game, I'm saying, that was a
of course. Yeah. You know, there will be no comparisons, but like I said, a record is a record. And Kobe did say that records are meant to be broken. So it is what it is. But I tell you what record has not been broken. The level of shenanigans that we have been done for the last 15 years. And if you're not familiar with us at all, just take a quick moment to catch up so that way we can all be on the same page. So here you go. So there you have it. That is your personal invitation to join us all year in 2026 as we celebrate 15 years of doing the wrestling realm. Trust me, there's plenty of things coming, new content, new vlogs, new specials, and you know, the flagship may be making a return to see if we can still pull off, see if we still got it. I don't know, Brandon, how you feeling about it? You think we still can do this in 2026? You think we still got it? The game has changed a lot. Okay, well, Brandon is pretty confident, so therefore I'm confident too. And usually Brother Hugh, this is where he started. Brother Hughes would stand behind the camera and do all the shenanigans, and nobody would ever see it. And we were like, "Oh, great!" So now you get to cut up while we got to be on camera and stuff like that. But Brother Hugh has seen everything from all the red tape. And if you don't believe me, that NWO promo video when we returned back in 2017 after taking some time off, it wouldn't have been possible without him. He was coming up with all kinds of stuff. This is what producer brain does. I miss those shoots. We were younger back then. We had that type of time. We just
right.
It's okay. But we will be celebrating
nowadays. We wake up Jonathan be like, "Hey, you gotta shoot, buddy."
There it is.
Because now he can work now, and we're not talking about in the ring. So, you got a free production assistant.
The best thing is he's taller than me, so that means now he can do my photos. I don't have to set the camera up, and run in front of it.
Right.
Hey,
everybody's taller than you though, but you're right.
That's not nice. Okay.
Hey,
but guess what though?
He ain't lying.
A little bit petty. That's okay. This is going to be roasted Brownies tonight.
That comes from years of abuse from Hollywood.
What are you talking about?
He was one of the tallest ones in the class back in the day.
Did you abuse your tallness?
Yes.
When you really think about it, I was only taller than you for 3 years.
It don't matter. I said a couple years. A couple is at least 2.
That's an NBA contract.
He shows up to my house at 16. He's like, "Yeah, you go, come on over, let's play the game. I ain't see you in a minute." We was, basketball court, whatever.
And he grew.
So he come over the house on Christmas break.
See, how I feel. How I feel now, buddy.
This would have been SmackDown. Here comes the pain.
What's going on, little fella?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. It was SmackDown, shut your mouth, and Madden 03.
Yeah.
Right. So I said to Al, I said, "Wait, what the hell? He taller." He's like, "Yeah, yo, I grew, nigga." Excuse me.
That's exactly what he said.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh, boy.
Look, you baited yourself into saying it.
Oh gosh,
it's okay. This is a great pivot.
That's a throwback. Black Wrestler having fun with that one because every time they would come on the show, I like, "Hey y'all. Yeah, we ain't had that conversation in corporate, so y'all can't use it."
Nah, use that and just keep the clip on speak like as a new soundbite. So every time
we coming for you.
I almost did that. This is a small tidbit. We got to move forward. I almost said that at the end of Realness Reacts. I cut it just to be.
Oh man!
Because I was only 2 episodes in. Like I was about to be like I was like, let me not. And this is probably going to go out. So I was about to be like, "Gunta, I'm coming for you." And this is going to cut off. But I was like, nope, I'm not going to. Let me keep it PG. And I didn't want to tarnish me celebrate AJ Styles. But it's okay. because we have, like I said, we just talked about our anniversary, 15 years, amazing. But like I said, let's not prolong the situation because we have quite a bit to get into. And I know many people are looking forward to it. So we're just going to go ahead and ask our co-hosts, Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa, to do us the ceremonious honors. I still don't know what the word ceremonious is actually a word, but I'm just going to keep saying it. The ceremonious honors of helping us start the show by properly ringing the bell so we can get this thing started the correct way. So, gentlemen, you help us get the show started, please.
Want to ring the bell? Ding, ding.
Thank you, gentlemen. Now that the bells ring, we can officially start the show. And every week we do a segment on this show called What Did You Watch? Now, what exactly is What Did You Watch? I'm glad you asked for the 50th time. What Did You Watch is a segment we do where the brothers catch up on what exactly we watch. Or, and in some situations, in some cases, some of the stuff we may have watched this week, whether it be on the primary pro wrestling shows, in our own space, YouTube, whatever. But this is the moment where we come together and we have that discussion. And it is always brought to you by our good friends at SeatGeek. If you're looking to purchase tickets to concerts, live shows, sporting events, and more, head over to SeatGeek.com where you can use our promo code Wrestling Realm for any one-time purchase of $50 or more. That's promo code Wrestling Realm on any one-time purchase of $50 or more. So, with that being said, all right, what did you watch? But before we get started, I want to just put it out there that Adam hurt my feelings earlier. No, it's not funny. It's okay. We were driving and he goes, I don't know why I picked him up from school. He ran and he goes, hey, you going to WrestleMania this year? And I was like, and the part that made me so mad is because I felt like I heard the SeatGeek promo in my head. Like I heard my own voice talking about, if you're looking for tickets for SeatGeek, and I was like, why am I listening? Like I was like, no, I'm not going to be able to make it this year. But I heard the SeatGeek promo in my head and I got immediately bothered. But it only lasted for so long because it was my own voice. So what was I going to say to me? But I just want to put that out there.
Okay.
But
okay.
With that being said, good brothers, a lot happened this week. There's a lot of stuff that happened. And unless anybody has anything dire that they want to talk about as far as what did you watch, I want to take this time to get into a few conversations of some select things that happened this week that may or may not, most likely may, because I'm long-winded, that may require us to have a certain conversation about. So, but I want to make sure that I'm not rude about this. So, gentlemen, is there anything in particular that you feel like, hey, this is the one thing I gotta put out there, insert here? Because if you do, by all means, you have the floor. But if not, I would just continue to proceed. But so where are we at right now? What's the temperature from you brothers?
I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah, I mean, I ain't really watch anything besides the Animaniacs on Tubi, but that's about it.
Wait a second. Is Animaniacs on Tubi?
Yes, everything is on Tubi right now. All the cartoons. I was watching Ninja Turtles first. Old school Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I know that was on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the deal? They got the WB contract, or is it because they're like free agents right now? So they don't.
They got, I believe they got the Cartoon Network contract now. That started March 1st, I believe.
Oh yeah.
I've been on there doing all that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad you said that because I know what I'll be watching when I get off here.
Yes, sir.
I've been trying to tell. I don't know if Queen PR is still in the chat, but I was trying to tell her.
Did you just boo her? I'm not.
Yes.
Yes. How did you just?
She know what it is. Boo.
That's literally. See, the funny thing is on their show Wednesday, Sunday. It was like, oh yeah, shout out to the Wrestling Realm.
That's us.
Brian H. Waters, the real Dwayne Allen, and the Wrestling Realm.
Same damn thing.
Okay. All right, this is crazy going on. I thought we've gotten past this, but I see this is still a thing.
It's Martin and Pam.
Yeah, kind of. That's the vibes I'm getting. We already had Reverend Leon Love scene earlier today, so it's just a lot of Martin culture that has been really influencing tonight's show.
Hey man, look. That's what I be saying, y'all. It's the greatest. I mean, Fresh Prince was a better show for inspiration.
That's not true.
Maybe
no,
but Martin was. You don't think Fresh Prince was a better show?
No, because I don't watch Fresh Prince on repeat the way I watch Martin on repeat.
Exactly.
Martin had the one-liners. Martin had the memories, but as far as a television show, and then look, I don't like admitting it because I like Martin better, But
no,
Martin,
you saying admitting it like it's true. You hear this guy, brother?
Yeah, I hear him.
Admitting it. Like
sometimes you just gotta let him talk sometimes and just let him hear how
but he
stupid
knows
sounds.
he knows that's not true though. Like nobody watches Fresh Prince on repeat the way they watch. I think Martin's here's my take on it. TV guy.
There we go.
I think it's an easier show to watch for that very reason that you mentioned, Brian H. Is because of the one it's simple versus like Fresh Prince is like ebbs and flows. It goes up, it goes down. You know what I mean? It has different eras and different time periods. Great show. I'm not taking nothing away from it, but you know, this is way more of our culture quotes Martin than they do Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
We relate to it more.
Yeah, kind
as
of.
opposed to Fresh Prince, man.
Yeah, because we didn't have rich aunts and uncles.
We didn't.
Right, that's true.
And plus the Cosbys did it better.
Oh, see now you're picking fights. There's this,
more on our deep dive. Please subscribe to our Patreon. But while you're at it right now, hit the super chat.
Good Lord.
Go ahead, hit the dollar signs if you want more content from the Russell Rowe, exclusive content. That you know, we are TV producers here with television. We have degrees in television with degrees to talk about this. And brother, you got the market degree, so we can do this and we can do it at a high level.
That was the point in time I would play the gunshot noises, but I think we took it off because we were trying to be, you know what I mean? We was trying to be PG. We was trying to be crossover guys. Because I was like, yikes! Now we're getting deep now.
That could be like rocks falling or something.
Listen to me. That's actually a pretty decent theory. I never thought about that, brother. You might have a point. I'm sorry. No, it's cool. It's all right.
Good God, how you killed him?
It's all right. It's all right.
It is broken in half. Will Smith is broken in half.
Now I'm start looking at people's theories on.
Man,
it's okay, but we're here to talk about what we watch.
You gonna say college shows better than A Different World?
You said who's better? What's a better show in the world?
I said next he gonna say college shows better than A Different World.
No, see, college show was unscripted television. That's not it wasn't a sitcom.
It's not the same, right?
Well, I know it's not the same, but you know, brother Hugh and his rage, Mr. Didn't like Jeff Hardy 08.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. That's
I'm just being real. I just had that conversation again downstairs about 30 minutes ago.
You were supposed to be reformed from that conversation. It wasn't true. That was his most popular, and you know the proof was he relapsed. He couldn't handle the pressure. That's how popular he was. He's like, bro, I can't do this. It was too much for him. He went to TNA to work part time. It's ridiculous.
It just wasn't for me, guy.
Okay, well, guess what? Is this not for you? Cody Rhodes.
Oh, God.
He claims the WWE Championship. Brothers, let's just not waste any time. Did we need this? Because I sure as heck didn't.
Whoa, you didn't?
Oh, yeah. See?
Mr. American Nightmare?
I'm trying to tell you, I'm a Cody guy, and I'm telling you, I did not need this. I did not. And you know what? You want me to tell you why? You guys want to get into this?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to the big screen. Here we go.
Thank you. I was about to say big screen,
like Star Trek. I wish I had a Star Trek like effect where I could hit it and it would just like beam me right here.
Right.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Confession time with the realness. Let me tell you why I don't need Cody Rhodes to be my WWE champion right now. One, because I would have loved a fresh matchup between Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, his heel work has been on 1,000. He's probably the biggest bad guy in all of WWE, which is not easy to do when you have megastars walking around. That's one. Here's the main reason. You ready?
Yep.
The reality is, and this is where it gets real. I'm on the sky. I'm transparent. Cody will never have a bigger WrestleMania moment than what he had at WrestleMania. Was it 41 with 40? Excuse me. At WrestleMania 40 with Roman Reigns and him defeating and finally dismantling the bloodline. It's never going to get bigger than that. So it's like, why do we got to force a title defense? Is because, no disrespect, but everything after that, unless you get on that level and or more, we've seen it at its best. I'm having technical difficulties. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, there we go. So it's not going to get any better than that. At least not anytime soon. Not until you get something as hot or as as intense as that situation. I feel like his WrestleMania moment's kind of peaked. Like it's not going to get any better than that. So why are we forcing a WrestleMania main event because Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes have history? I get it. What are we trying to accomplish? Nobody's going to boo Randy. They might boo Cody. So why would you have the fans boo your biggest baby face? You know, because they're not going to. Randy's untouchable. It's not possible for him to be a heel. If Randy Orton kicks Cody Rhodes in the nuts and cheats, they're going to cheer for him, right? I don't need this. I know the mentor. I know all that, but now I'm on my old school Vince McMahon stuff. I said his full name, and I'm like, no, we don't need this babyface thing, and let the best man win in the history and the teacher and the student. Okay. I want to see. Imagine everybody cheering. Everybody would have been behind Randy Orton trying to beat Drew McIntyre. Imagine Drew McIntyre just cheats the whole match, and he's pissing 50,000, 70,000, how many people is going to be in Vegas off, and Randy Orton climbs that mountain as an old man and has his 15th reign. That's the story that I prefer to be told. But I'm like, at the end of the day, like, why are you trying to force a main event with Cody? It's not going to get any better than what he did with Roman. I'm sorry, not anytime soon. He might have peaked his WrestleMania moments. He's not going to have a moment bigger than that. When his career is all said and done, outside of that, it was his return, his shocking surprise return. It's like there's not going to be any bigger moments to me than those two, especially at his age. He's not a spring chicken. So that's why, brothers, I was like, bro, come on, man. Why are we doing this? But, you know, that's just me. So yeah, there you have it. That's why. I mean, I'm a Cody guy. Cody's probably my favorite wrestler right now. It was Guta. I've not forgiven him. I don't like the fact that he was on Cody's podcast. I didn't even watch it. Because I'm like, bro, why would you do the podcast? Everybody hates you. Don't be a human now. I'm all over the place. It's okay. But that's like, come on, therapy. Bro. It's too much. I don't think I can handle this.
Did y'all see that clip online about all those masked men? Which I have on good authority confirmed that none of them was David Shoemaker, and they was all running in circles.
So that's for sure. We know for a fact that none of them was shoes.
Yeah, check my Instagram. I had to ask the question. I had to get it directly from the source.
Okay.
You know, and I don't think Bruce Pritchard would have allowed that. Did you see when they said he's out doing Vince now?
Who you talking about?
Social media, basically saying y'all precious Triple H.
Who's out doing Vince?
What do you mean?
No.
They said, all right, Triple H, now you're worse than Vince.
No, he's not. There's no, because I'm not even going to address that right now, because like I said, we'll be here for another 45 minutes, because I think we don't see it's just no different than the NBA, when the fans always cheer for, they boo the commissioner and they always cheer the deputy commissioner on draft night. It's just tradition.
Right.
David Stern got booed and Adam Silver used to get the applause in the second round, and now it's the other way around. Now Adam Silver gets booed out of tradition, and he likes it, and he's such a nice guy that people just quit, like, oh, okay, never mind, he's not the villain. See, you know, David Stern was that shark. He was a lawyer. He Adam Silver is too, but David Stern was different. You know what I mean? And he embraced it. He didn't care. You know, God rest his soul. Adam Silver, he gets a kick out of it because these, Adam Silver's like, oh, it's for the fans. As long as the fans are having fun, we're making money. Who cares? But anyway, Triple H is doing a great job. But how do you guys feel about this? Unless this goes somewhere, Cody Rhodes.
I got ratioed on Twitter the other day.
Racism has no place in this community. I'll tell you that much. Racialism. You understand me? That will not be tolerated around here.
It was one of those things where,
especially when Cody Rahim is involved.
Well, anyway. Yeah, Cody Rahim.
I tweeted.
That's great.
Put my phone down. And then I picked it up the next morning, and I was like, well, that made people mad.
You got hate mail, didn't you?
Yeah. I just said, just didn't give the championship pop. I said, a little weak crowd for a title change. That's all I said. Does that mean that nobody was cheering? No.
Where was the lie?
Was it? Yeah, you're right.
You're right. Like Portland didn't, I was there the last two times Cody won the title. And the pops were out of this world. One, because
40, right? When he beat Roman?
WrestleMania, and when he beat Cena at SummerSlam.
But most importantly, when he beat Roman Reigns, right, at WrestleMania 40.
They cheered louder for Cena, who was a heel.
Okay, that's great.
When you diverted. That's cool though. Go ahead.
Yeah, when he beat Cena, they cheered louder. Now, did they cheer? Yes, but there was no Ms. Girl. There was no guy in the crowd crying like when CM Punk returned. There was none of those moments. There was no Samantha Irvin with the cracking of the voice.
That's not fair because
but it's basically what I'm following up with what you said. Like the moment, I mean, obviously you're talking about WrestleMania. I'm talking about a random SmackDown, but people was upset. They was outraged. I was like, okay, come on, bring it. Y'all got anything else? Because I don't care what people say.
Okay,
but call me everything.
Nobody said that about Edge when Jonathan saw him. He cried. How come we didn't have Jonathan's face? See, there's a bias.
Right. Exactly.
Because he cried when he saw it. Edge was his favorite wrestler at the time. He saw him, and nobody recorded it. So, like, who's to say that we didn't have Jonathan's face? You know what I'm saying? So, who knows? I don't know. That's a bias. I'm not talking to you no more, Brian H. Because you're just.
I'm just saying. Was I wrong? I
don't think so. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't think you're wrong about it.
This guy like 30. Like I had like 50,000 views on a tweet.
If you look at his face in this photo, he looks like Cody's like that's like he's like
like
that didn't land. That didn't land the way I thought.
When you're trying to quench your thirst and it don't quench,
you're like, this is not what I was looking for. I thought I wanted Dr. Pepper.
Sweet one.
This ain't it. The sweet one.
That's right. Mr. Sweet.
How'd you feel about this, brother Hugh?
I hated it, man.
I knew we were going to get like it was too nice for a second. I knew we were going to get some like pure dissent from Brother Hugh. Just uncouth anger. Go ahead.
Why? We don't need this. I don't
think so. I think Drew was doing just fine.
Exactly. Drew is always doing just fine. And then he ends up getting screwed. He got screwed again.
Yeah.
Right?
Out of
Cody wasn't even supposed Cody wasn't even supposed to have this match.
No.
Because he lost the previous match with Drew. He wasn't supposed to have this.
No.
But Nick Aldis, Mr. Magnus, I would come in, I would take my suit jacket off and be like,
I used to wrestle y'all.
Right.
Show you my
pissed me off. Right. He did go to he flexed on us a little bit. I was like, okay, all right, we got you. We understand. But I'm like, bro, come on, bro. We don't need this again. I was looking forward to I would definitely looking forward to at least a 4-way.
Okay, who's okay? Yeah, Jacob Fatu, Cody Rhodes,
Jacob,
Randy, and
Drew.
Okay.
Drew, I would have been good with that. And even if they wanted to go with 6, you could probably throw Trick and Sammy in there. But whoever.
Oh, 6-pack challenge, WrestleMania.
At least a 4-way. You know what I mean? It just makes sense because
minimum.
they were all interacting together anyway.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? They're all on the same level at this point in time. They're all going after the same thing, which in storyline purposes, right?
Sure.
So it's like, why do we have to give him this title again? It just didn't make sense to me. But if you listen to the dirt sheets, this, that, whatever, apparently they took it off of him in the first place because they thought him chasing those championships, he's showing up at Royal Rumble, he's showing up at the Elimination Chamber. Those are gonna enhance the ticket sales, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they got through that point. So now let's go back to WrestleMania and let's sell some more tickets. Because we were struggling at first. We got a pretty decent card right now coming up.
Yeah, it's starting to shape up.
It's getting there. It's getting there. But
there.
Let's give the fans what they wanted for the longest time. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, right? I feel like I want more of a build, but we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, like we don't know what's going to happen within these few weeks. But there should have been like a couple month build, like something, Like, I don't know. I'm just tired of Cody Rhodes being at the top. But he's QB1. So I get it. This is Triple H's guy. So I get it. But no, we didn't need it. We needed Drew. That was our savior.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the heck? All I'm saying is when Randy Orton was beefing with Bray Wyatt, he burned down somebody's house. Okay? That's the level of build we need that he deserves. It's not just this teacher mentor garbage. Like, who wants to see that? But it's okay.
Right.
We're mature professional wrestling fans, although we're media darlings. It's okay. We will see what happens next. But this is not the only thing that we watched this week because there's quite a few things that went down. let's talk about this moment right here. The Usos, they G-checked CM Punk this week. Now, I watched this and I said to myself, okay, let's see how this plays out. Now, I'm sure you guys watched it. CM Punk came out there and he was kind of like, oh, I was a little nervous coming out here. I didn't know how you guys are going to respond to me, but it seems like I'm in CM Punk country. So, isn't it nice to be CM Punk wherever they at on a Monday night? Fans went crazy out. This CM Punk can do no wrong with the audience. And then, the Usos hit, right? Jimmy and Jay. They roll out there. First of all, Jay's back to being the goon again. He's unhinged.
I loved it,
bro. So you sorry. Pause. Time out. Flag on the play. You love something, brother?
Yes, bro.
Okay, listen. All right, I'm gonna preface this up, and I'm just gonna throw you the hoop, and you just whatever dunk you let it rip. So Jey Uso comes out, and he's unhinged. Good cop, bad cop. Well, the oldest brother is trying to, he's got a point to get across, but he's got that unhinged, the crazy one, the crazy brother, and they have to address CM Punk, and I think they did it in a very eloquent way. They came out respectfully, but they had to lay the smack down because he mentioned Unk's name, right? And on behalf of the family, we find what you said disrespectful. But brother Hugh, talk about why you love this moment. Why did you love Jay responding the way he did, and Jimmy? What did you like about this? How did you feel about this whole segment? As far as the Usos stepping in for the family, especially after last week's segment where CM Punk mentioned burying Roman Reigns next to his father. We talked about as wrestling fans, we expect these type of things, especially during this WrestleMania season as things get a bit more intense. But I know it ruffled some feathers. We don't know if it was real. We don't know if it was scheduled. We don't know if it was planned. We don't know. But it seems like something kind of happened this week to kind of rectify what many fans responded to last week. But I'll wait. Let's see what you let's see your 2 cents on this whole situation. Talk to me, brother. What's the deal?
Excuse me. It was personal to me. I could relate to it.
Okay.
I've been in a situation like this. It kind of reminded me of actually when I was watching it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of the twins, Brian.
You
know which one is which. You know which one is which.
Yep.
Yeah. So I was
which one's the unhinged one and which one is the solid one? Because one is always going to be like, look, man, chill. The other was like, nah, ain't no chill.
Right. But after that, I looked at it with my brother. And my brother was like, dang, that's the Usos, this, that, whatever. And he was like, dang, bro, that's us. I said, yes, 100%. That's why I showed it to you. My brother Dathan, well, we call him Truth. He was ready. He's always ready to go. You know what I mean? You talk smack about us, talk smack about the family.
He's younger than you.
Right. He's Jey Uso, ready, and I'm the calm, cool, collected guy. But you always know, like, look, I'm ready to get down when it's time to get down.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. To us.
Mm-hmm.
Blank screen. Okay, all right, read that. But yeah, in regards to us, it played along perfectly. But what I really liked about it is that it gave us a chance to show the range of the Usos. Especially Jimmy Uso, who doesn't really get that much praise. You see what I'm saying?
That was another big deal. I'm glad you made that observation.
Yes, he doesn't get that much praise as an individual superstar, but that guy's promo skills, bro, is elite. They need to give him more mic time.
I
think he had the personality first.
I mean, he was always the one everybody assumed would be the, the personality guy. But I think to your point, brother Hugh, I think this is his space. Like if he plays it cool like this and not try to be over the top, like don't try to get the fans involved. The psychology of the whole situation, I thought was pretty dope.
Yeah,
I thought that a lot of people might have been offended by last week's segment. And I know a lot of family members probably were, negatively affected by it. And this is why, I was like, man, y'all talk about Triple H, but the level of psychology that he is. Okay, how do we address this? How do we get out of this? Because Triple H also said, like, look, that wasn't our idea. Don't blame us for this. This is what he decided to do off script. But he got a phone call. But it's like it was a good way to address what had happened, right? and he was able to say, hey, it was a chance for CM Punk to put them over, talk about their history with that he has with the bloodline, and kind of pay that level of respect, but then also kind of address, stay in character, but still address certain things, that needed to be addressed. And of course, in true CM Punk fashion, this guy, he had to try and he had to try to pull in and try to manipulate the cousins to make it seem like, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm also more sorry for the stuff that happened to you. And I'm like, okay, there you go, trying to pull a fast one. Still trying to but I love the way that it ended, right? It ended perfectly, because at the end of the day, CM Punk tried to flip it. He tried to make it seem like hey, this is Roman shouldn't be sending you guys out here to do his business. But the Usos stood on their own business. They were like, look, man, you don't get it. This don't got nothing to do what you call it. This don't have nothing to do with with Roman. This has everything to do with what you said about our family. I need you to apologize. And I felt them because they were conflicted, right? They knew they like CM Punk, right? They have a relationship with him, and they didn't want it to come to that. But it was like, bro, you putting us in a real bad situation, because we representatives of the family, and I'm asking you to apologize, like make this right. You know what I mean? And then when CM Punk tried to divert to make it seem like, oh, this is it has to do. They was like, man, look, this don't have nothing to do with that. I'm telling you, you need to apologize. We respect you, and our family has done a lot for you. So you won't, Jay spazzed on it. He said, man, you don't get it. This don't got nothing to do with nothing. I was like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. And then when all said and done, Jimmy dropped him. Wow. I was like, okay, it's suited. They could have jumped him. They could have took him out, but it just they had to get their hit back. Like, bro, watch your mouth, yo. Watch your mouth. As a extended bloodline family member, Brian H., how did you feel knowing that Jimmy Uso was able to get the hit back for everybody that was watching? Because that I feel like it was a symbolic moment where it was like, all right, well, you were disrespectful. Now we need you to watch your mouth. And like that whole segment to me like symbolized how everybody was feeling, as like a visual representation of, okay, show your respect, kind of apologize. Now I'll pop you, like, boom, that you need to watch your mouth.
This is why people come here to the wrestling realm to get this grade A analysis.
I'm trying to say this is gradual level stuff, man. We're doing our best stuff in this era.
You talk about Jimmy Uso. You say him getting the hit. It was significant because when you think about it, Jimmy had kind of been left alone, left to the side. It was just a couple months ago when it was like right on his way to teaming with Jay at SummerSlam. They reminded Jimmy, you haven't been a world champion. You've never sat at the part of the table. You never understood the responsibility, what it means to carry the company, to carry the family on your back. You don't go in the same hallway or the same room with Rodney Onawai, Dwayne Johnson, Joe Onawai, and Joshua, right?
Yeah.
But on that night, defending the honor of the family,
you go. Yep.
He defended the honor, and it was him to lay out the world heavyweight champion without Big Cuz telling them, yo, go handle that.
Yeah. They told him this don't got nothing to do with him, bro. You're not seeing us for who we are.
Exactly. And for him to do it, it was huge. And it just reminded, like, look, I may not have been a world champion before, but don't get it twisted. Me and Jimmy are the greatest tag team champions ever. In the same way he did it, I can do it too, because I can get in the ring and I can throw down as well.
Yeah. One thing that brother Hugh had mentioned, he was like, do you think he was ever going to apologize if this didn't happen? And I was like, absolutely not. He already kind of gave a backwards apology anyway. Gave a kind of a backhanded compliment. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry. And it's like, oh, you just can't say. It's like somebody that just can't apologize, and it's like they
because
it's
CM
like
Punk isn't a coward, right? Even when he was a heel, he was annoying,
sure.
but he never played the cowardly heel.
No,
You know, and this dude went into the octagon and fought, so it's like he's really not scared of nothing. He already know what it's like to get knocked out or tap out. You know, so it's
well, that's
like,
not nice. Why would you bring that up?
I'm saying it is a means of respect.
Okay, all right.
That he knows like that. Y'all, just like y'all not gonna scare me. I've already
Kind of fearless. I've seen the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But see, they knew we had a great show because they're not trying to let Brother Hugh be great. The technological beings around.
Yeah, that's those techno demons, as I call them. That's how it is. But
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. I think CM Punk had to realize it was to me. This is why I said I don't support the Triple H banter. I'm like, bro, look at the level of symbolism we get. This is stuff that pro wrestling to me can be argued and debated and discussed in the same spaces as theater and as cinema theory and things like that, right? When you understand how directors scope things and what they're trying to the way that they say things without saying things. You know, every director has their own style of doing this, and the greats always have these moments in their projects where it stands out and somebody goes, oh, okay, I see what you did there. So yeah, that's why I don't support the Triple H rhetoric that Brian H sometimes leads the brigade on. It's okay. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, man. Having that moment, especially getting towards WrestleMania. One last question before we move on. Do you think this has anything to do with WrestleMania as far as the Usos are concerned? Do you think they'll play a bigger role in all of this when it comes to their involvement with CM Punk and Roman Reigns going into WrestleMania? I know we always talk about bloodline reunions and it's like when you have a family that's the bloodline, it's like they'll always be the bloodline. They don't have to have these dramatic reunions like a DX on the NWO because family is family. But do you think maybe this might be a little nugget that Triple H might be dropping off for us to be like, hey, wait a minute, maybe the Usos are going to have something to do with what goes down in Mania when it comes to Roman Reigns and CM Punk?
I think they'll try to get it. Maybe there'll be a conversation for sure.
Okay.
You know, there will be a conversation, but I don't think they will get involved. I think when the tribal chief, the OTC, is standing there.
You got to say all his nicknames, though?
That's just a couple.
First you called him Joe. Now you're naming all his nicknames.
Well, that was because of the shoot variation of this story.
All right.
But, he's going to do what only Jey Uso has been able to do in the family, and that is leave their backyard as a world champion, because Big Unc couldn't do it back in '93. So he's going to do it.
Hold on. Who you referring to? What are you saying? Big Unc couldn't do it back in '93.
Yokozuna.
Oh, okay. Yokozuna at WrestleMania 9, right? And that's your favorite WrestleMania?
The great WrestleMania 9.
Okay. I'm not saying that. And how did that end? How did that end, Brian H? Because here's what I don't understand. It's because we're going to have to deal with this at some point because it's in Vegas, so we're going to get the flood. So let's just pick the fight. Let's just pick a fight now. Okay. What are you saying? You're supposed to be a family member. You're an extended family member. We have the footage, and we're going to see it on a Wrestling Realm special. Yes, I found the footage. The interview you did with Big Sam and Rikishi.
I hope you cropped it because I'm petty.
No, I'm not. I'm not cropping anything. It's going to be full-blown embarrassment home video style. So, you know what I mean? Remember Big Key said, hey, man, big dog, filming from here to here. I said, I got you. I ain't going no lower. You got it.
I didn't know he told you. Wait, hold up.
Yeah, you remember that?
No, I didn't hear. I was too busy.
You was
marking
probably
out.
I wasn't going to say you were marking out.
I was seeing WrestleMania 9. That's the only WrestleMania them two ever teamed at as a family. And I was thinking about it in that moment. I said, I'm really standing there.
Yeah, because he was like, baby.
And then Sam moved. Big Sam, he was like, put his arm around me. I was like, wow, this is life.
No, they treated us good at the show, at the Yokozuna tribute show. We had good seats. We were ringside. I don't think I've ever sat ringside before.
Front row, literally,
yeah. We seen Big Swole in that match with Road Dogg.
Bro, we did not see Big Swole.
Okay, my fault. I keep thinking she's the same person.
No, it's not the Big Swole, man. I love her. Like when I tell you, somebody last year, you already know how my trip was last year prior, and Big Swole she was like, come here, sugar. I just want to give you a hug. Are you okay?
So that's that motherly stuff. Those are
man,
pure female instincts that we need in this world.
Yep. And you know, so shout out to them. Ashe Wrestling this weekend. I think it's next weekend. Well, you know, we'll cover that on Wrestling for the Culture.
Okay.
But yeah, shout out to Ashe Wrestling. You know, she's gonna be on commentary. I actually think is Cedric challenging for the title. I gotta double check. I'll get into all that next week's episode. You know, I'll wait till we finish the segment. I got another plug, but I'll say this. I don't see the Usos getting involved, but I do see the conversation happen. And then once, you know, that's when it'll be declared, you do not come out there during this match by any means necessary. And it's going to be tempting, but they're not going to do it. And Roman Reigns will stand up. He will raise the ones, and the Usos will come out there with their titles, and it'll be like good times.
And we talking post-match?
Post-match, yeah.
Okay, but I don't know why you try to divert the conversation from you said WrestleMania 9. You said you can't do it like we're talking about Rodney Anoa'i, aka Yokozuna. You are an extended family member, and yet are you happy about the way this ended? I mean,
hey man, I'm always going to be back to 6-year-old before I knew who they were. I was thinking about 6-year-old me, man. Come on now.
Are you loyal to the
let me ask you
this. Yeah, go ahead. Come on, I'm listening. We're here because this is a hot topic. Because this is
you love Michael Jordan, right?
Okay, yes, I do.
Now let's just say he was still dealing and wheeling and dealing with the Hornets, right?
Okay, all right. We still there.
Your client goes to their rival, and you got to beat Michael Jordan.
Okay, all right.
You're not rooting for Michael Jordan to win a championship.
I'm not, but Michael Jordan's going to respect me if we beat him. So it's a win-win situation. You see, you used the wrong example. Michael Jordan's going to respect me more. He's like, you know what? I hated his guts, but that little effort, you know, he cusses a lot. He, you know, Mike, but now it's going to be a level of respect between me and Mike.
Cleaning the ice out.
Right. And then we can go eat dinner and talk about NASCAR and racing and people trying to tear brother down. We could talk about all those things after I beat you. You know what I'm saying? He won't respect me if I don't beat him. Your guy got involved in a match that he didn't need to get involved in. Maybe he did commercially. We know the truth now. Like, you know, wasn't a whole lot of tickets moving at the time, but did it have to end that way? I don't think so. He could have made the save and just, you know, but you know, I just thought I'd ask you that because you seem like you'd be more conflicted, but yet you just love celebrating the ending of WrestleMania 9.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay.
Look, Jimmy, buyer's remorse. It's just like the Ravens with Max Crosby.
Okay. See, listen to me. Well, Isaiah likely signed with the New York Giants. You know what I mean? It's you spend a lot of time in New York, buddy. So
that's Jersey. I can't. New Yorkers don't claim the Giants the way. I mean, they do. Don't get me wrong, but not the way they love the Knicks and
that's because Yankees. That's because Eli Manning retired, and it's been a rebuild process for the Knicks. I mean, for the Giants. I can't keep up. It's okay, but you know, I'm just saying Isaiah likely is likely to have more snaps this year than he did last year. You see what I did there? It's okay. So the Usos, we got to figure out something else happened on Monday Night Raw, and we got to get to the meat and potatoes.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Of the show. What was you?
No, I thought you forgot, but I realized you were setting up. Take that back. Take that.
This is another. That's funny. You just did that. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Hold on. I needed a break to laugh off camera. Oh boy. Oh, yeah. Okay, I've got myself back together again. So the Judgment Day. Now, this is what I want to talk to you about. There's something I think very unique about the Judgment Day, and I want you to tell me if I'm overlooking into this or is this accurate. Finn Balor gets kicked out of the Judgment Day, and one, unless you've been living under a rock, I don't think I saw this coming, but we all knew at some point after the match he had with CM Punk in Ireland, it was like CM Punk's days as a bad guy is numbered. You know what I mean? Because he started to gain traction and popularity, and even the match that he had and the level of respect that it ended with, I was like, Finn, yeah, your people are starting to cheering for you again. You know what I mean? His music, he kind of went back to his old music. He wasn't doing it was less Judgment Day, more Finn Balor type stuff. I didn't think they would turn on him in the way that they did, but we all saw this coming. I always thought Finn was up to no good when it came to Dominic Mysterio. And last week on the show, we discussed how I had schooled this young whippersnapper about pro wrestling psychology and in the nature of the relationship between Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor is that Dominic Mysterio has always been little bro to Finn Balor. Now, this is something we see in sports all the time. Kobe and Shaq. People always criticize Kobe and Shaq and the stuff, but it's like you got to understand where Shaq was coming from. Shaq is 8 years older than Kobe. Imagine you having a brother, or you know what I mean, and you're that older than them, and then all of a sudden they think they're going to be the ones that's running the show. It doesn't matter what the situation is. You just automatically like, bro, I'm not going for this. Like when I was, you know what I mean, I'm 20, you're not. You know what I mean? You're 8, whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you're not going to just decide that now that we grown, you're going to. Anyways, so we kind of saw that kind of taking place with Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. But I think something more important has probably taken place when it comes to this. And you tell me if the level of psychology is through the roof right now, or is the drama, is the theater not what is expected to live up to? Because here's my take. The Judgment Day has got to be probably the most successful evolving factions of all time. The number one most successful evolving factor, and I don't think anything is going to be better than that, is the Bullet Club, right? Although it got watered down from version to version to version to version to version, it lasted a good amount of time with different leaders. They've had at least 5 different recognized leaders. Was it 4? Is it 4? So it's Finn, AJ, Kenny. Then it went to Jay White, and then it went to David Finlay, right? So it's 5. That's right. So it's 5. Those are the 5 recognized Bullet Club leaders of their, distinct eras for as long as they could keep it, you know what I mean, keep it going. So it's like, but the Judgment Day, like you look at the original Judgment Day to what it turned into, to what it turned into, to what it is now. It's like, bro, I think it works in almost every era. And it's like Dominic Mysterio's little bro, and now he has got himself to a point of popularity where it's like, bro, he's not taking any more back seats. Like he can carry this group. They can add another person if they want to. They've got at least 3 women that are troublemakers in every sense of the word. And it's like, man, the kids have grown up, and now they're kicking old man Finn out. It's like, Finn, this is what happened to you. Like you guys wanted to kick out Edge, and you come in, and then you add all this new blood and this new life. I wish Carlito was still part of the Judgment Day, by the way. Shout out to Carly. I say, man, that's what they called him. He was always good for comic relief, but and other things. No disrespect to Carlito, that's my guy. But you know what I mean? It's like Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan, and even Raquel Rodriguez, and then Roxanne Perez, and then now you got JD McDonough, and they can really carry the Judgment Day on their own without Finn Balor at this point. And I'm like, wow, it's not many factions that have evolved, but each version of the faction actually worked. Am I tripping, or do you agree?
He's always been like the voice of reason. So yeah, you're not tripping. This is the time to do it, because after a while, I was like, wait, why do you keep going against the grain? He's been doing this, like you said, with Dominic, for like 6 months now.
Bro, he's been trying to like set him up and put him in bad situations, and we've been looking like, what is he doing? Like, I always thought he was up to no good, and then trying to seem like he was trying to break up him and Liv, and trying to stay in control. And I was like, man,
he put Roxanne in there, knowing what he was doing.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And it all backfired on him. Now,
because
I was gonna say, I would be interested to know when Roxanne comes back, which side is she on? I don't think you need to extend this any longer. You don't have to have like both of them leave. But I'm just, as we talk about this, it does make me curious. Like, Finn brought her in. Is there some loyalty?
I mean, I don't know.
Liv gonna need challengers when she wins the title.
He also brought in JD McDonough. Like he remember he had to fight to get him in the group. Like, look, man, I know him for 20 years. It's my guy. You know what I mean? And now JD McDonough's like, nah, bro, you've been lying to us all this time. I'm here for the Judgment Day. Like we said, there's no leaders, there's no one man bigger than the group. And here you go, you've been manipulating the situation all this time. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, isn't that kind of what Finn Balor said about Edge?
Yeah,
I'm just saying. So,
and the thing is, though, like you said, evolving. I gotta ask you this: you being the Bullet Club expert, was there a time when? So when did it get to the point where all the original members were gone? Because that's where we're at with the Judgment Day.
Probably somebody's like,
oh, okay.
Because the original members were, I mean, and even then you could say loosely because there still was Tama Tonga was still there. Like he didn't leave. He didn't leave until like I don't remember because he kind of went full time with his brothers around the time, you know, when the Big Baby debuted, the Hikuleo. But it was the original members. Obviously, it was Finn Balor, it was Bad Luck Fale, that was a big hitter. It was Tama Tonga, Young Bucks, and then the Good Brothers, and they were in the mix together. You know, they was all in. They was doing the thing. You know, that was the most recognized. And then, you know, just that quick as it got hot, Finn Balor was gone and AJ comes in, immediately they kicked and he took over. And I think to me, that was when it was his most popular, but around that time, you know, but then that's when they started adding people, you know what I mean? It got real NWO, which they had kind of like members and pseudo members. And it was, you know what I mean? It was like, as long as you had your original guys and you had all the top guys, it was the closest that anybody had felt to like the NWO, not to compare it, but it was like, man, it feels like the NWO. That's how popular the Bullet Club was. But yeah, that was, I guess, I think by the time Jay White kind of took over, I think everybody was just about out. Okay. And then like, you know, 2016 was the major one, obviously. And then you had like the era where Cody Rhodes stepped in, but as long as you had like Cody Rhodes came in, he never really fit in. But then you have to, so it's like you had Cody Rhodes on one side, and then you had Adam Cole on the other side. And I was like, man, there's too many. They were always looking for a third man. So like when the Young Bucks were with Adam Cole, they were the Super Clique. When they were with Kenny Omega, they were the Elite. They were always the Elite.
Okay.
I don't know if they had a name, or I don't know what they were considered when they were with Cody Rhodes, but you know what I mean? It was always this 3-man thing. So yeah, so it was things like that, but you know, it got to a point where it was like, you know, they found a way to keep it going. But the Judgment Day has kind of done the same thing, and I'm like, man, you guys waited all this time until Dominic Mysterio could carry his own, and now he's in the mix. And dude could run the Judgment Day now. How do you go from being the young boy to being the leader of the Judgment Day at this point? Because that's what he is.
Yeah. Well, see, this also goes to show you. Think about 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago, we was talking about we don't need the Judgment Day anymore.
Right.
But this freshens it up.
It kind of does. We were saying that. We were like, do we really need to do Judgments? Like, you could just keep these three together.
Yeah.
But I think there's a level of interest that's going to be there now because everybody's like, well, shoot, this has kind of already been going down unofficially. Let's see what this is about for real. So I am looking forward. Do you think we get Finn versus Dominic at WrestleMania?
1,000,000%.
Okay.
I think Finn cost Dom the AAA Mega.
Oh,
because I think he's defending that this weekend or next weekend.
Yes, I need to go back and because it should be on YouTube, right?
Yeah. So I think Finn will cost him that title because if Dom loses, he can't be down there no more. So I don't think he really needs those reps. Not that he did, but I think they did kind of doing well without him.
The same thing with Trick Williams, remember? It's like where do you get a chance to have main event level reps where you're in the main event, you're the focus of the show, you're the money draw on, you know, it's a much smaller scale, but you're still getting those reps in those situations without having to be WWE or World Heavyweight Champion.
Right.
And then also they benefit from your star power. They benefit from you being Dominic said. They benefited from Trick Williams being in TNA. Like I didn't realize how big of a deal Trick Williams did for TNA until he wasn't there anymore. And I was like, oh, they could use Trick Williams right now. But anyway.
Kept saying it.
Yeah. So, but as you're probably right. That's just now he's done. Like, okay, cool. He's here now, and I think him being the leader of the Judgment Day kind of shows like, yo, now Dominic Mysterio has finished graduate school. He's a complete WWE superstar. That's the vibes I get. So I think you're right. So one last question: do you think they will add another member, add somebody fresh to the Judgment Day? Because right now, like I said, right now you got about 4 ladies.
Yeah.
3 ladies. Is it 3? 3 ladies. No, it's 4. Well, no, 3. Excuse me. 3 ladies. Yeah. I'm tripping, bro. You got 3 ladies, and then you got JD, and then you got Dominic Mysterio, and you could really keep it that way because you know what I mean. But do you see them adding somebody?
Oh man, that's interesting. I don't know who. And I don't think you really need to.
You probably don't. Is there anybody in NXT that doesn't have a personality that needs one by joining the group? Kind of like Dominic Mysterio. Think about it. Remember, he was with his dad, and they wanted to turn him heel, so they put him in the Judgment Day, and he learned how to be a heel.
Oh man, I don't know.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I haven't been watching NXT. I'll be watching it next week because Booker T Appreciation Night. But
lit.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be.
She's not going to go directly to the main roster.
Who?
Who I'm about to name.
Oh, okay.
But Nikki Blackheart, just on her aesthetic, would be very interesting in the Judgment Day.
Okay. Judgment Day is going to be all women after a while, and it's going to be
which is evolution. And I'm going to give
that will be sick. I'm not going to hold you.
Triple H some credit. I'm gonna lend him some credit with that one. I heard the rumors 6 women's matches at WrestleMania. You know how I feel about that.
Nah, that's a big deal.
I want to see more women's matches, but I also recognize it's got to be about the stories. And that's what I want. I don't want to see women just having matches because they're women. I want to see them having stories, right?
I agree.
And I think they've showed us that they can tell stories. I mean, Shawn Michaels do it every goddamn week.
Well,
shout out to say with the black wrestlers, or wrestlers of color. I wish the Japanese wrestling fan base was as loud because you talk about
much more conservative.
Yeah, they still waiting. We're still waiting for the first black Japanese WWE champion. But I think that talk about it.
Yeah. AJ would have been just fine.
They could have exchanged. As I just watched WrestleMania 34 and Jinder Mahal just won the United States Championship. You remember who was in that match?
I don't.
The Maharaja won it. It doesn't matter.
He said it doesn't matter. He just won it. Yeah. That's what you're saying. It doesn't matter as long as he won it.
That's what it took to talk of Jinder Mahal for Brother Hughes' technical stuff to be working.
No, man, it's stupid Danhausen, bro.
Oh, jeez. Did you? I told you not to say what you said about Danhausen. See? Very nice, very evil.
He got me. I ain't saying nothing else.
I'm about to say, Danhausen, please leave our stream alone.
Right.
Maybe I shouldn't.
No, please stop. Right. You. Are you guys happy with Danhausen now? You guys getting his stick a little bit?
I'm cool with him. I understood him from before. It's just I didn't like the debut.
No, that's cool. I was technically talking to Brian Nace because he doesn't watch anything outside of WWE.
It was cool. What? He doesn't. I don't watch anything out of WWE.
Nothing in Danhausen's realm, aka AEW.
Oh no, I watched it, but
you didn't get him. You didn't know who Danhausen was.
I didn't take time to get to know the AEW version. You're right.
What about the indie stuff? Because he really I don't give AEW credit for Danhausen. They were the first ones. They were the first ones to give him a big platform, and everybody's like, "What, Danhausen? Y'all going with him?" But I'm like, "Why wouldn't they? Like, we have our truth. We have similar characters. Why wouldn't AEW try to put that type of character in the space?" But I don't think he was
put him in the back.
Yeah, like that's like it's for comic relief, but it's okay.
No, it's cool. I love it. Like I said, the moment was like, but I think it was more about the rumors, and that's what irritated me. It's like, God,
sure,
y'all just, but yeah, I'm fine with it. It's gonna be funny. Did he cursed El Grande Americano.
Yes, he cursed original El Grande Americano, and then the
He got
new
jumped.
El Grande Americano came out and had that match instead.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I see what you did there. That's clever.
And they supposed to be going against each other soon.
Yeah.
I believe at AAA.
AAA, yeah.
That's
I don't know if it's a match for a mass match. I could be wrong, but I think they are facing off in AAA. I could be wrong. I don't know. Don't quote me on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like he just, original El Grande Americano. I say original lightly. He told him to buzz off, try to get ready for my match. And he said, oh, okay, so you tell me to buzz off, huh? I don't know why I sounded like D is sending that moment. It sounded like D. Well, okay, you are cursed. So,
wait, brother Hugh.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us that your girl was taking shots at the now vacated champion Evolve, because I see that Kendall Gray vacated the title.
I missed it. That's why.
Oh yeah.
I was about to say I just saw it across. I was like, what's going on around here?
The one time I decided to watch AEW,
This is a bit you to tell.
Well, it was a go home show tonight.
For what?
Yeah.
What's the show?
Revolution.
Yeah, Revolution.
Okay, I'm sure the card's gonna be good. The pay-per-views are always good.
It is. It's decent.
Yeah. But yeah, Danhausen is I think he's fitting in right at home.
But Willow on the night versus I forgot the lady's name, but she beat Mercedes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she did
from CMLO. I forgot her name too.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it, Persephone or Persephone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Willow took on her.
It'd be funny if he didn't pronounce it in any way, shape, or form close to her.
Bro,
that would be hilarious.
right.
He said Persephone.
That's definitely, I already butchered somebody's name this week.
Oh no. Secondhand embarrassment.
He was like, "Oh, it's all good, bro." We was doing a mailbag episode, and he was like, and I was like, "Where you go?" Because literally somebody I used to work with spelled the name the same way. You know?
Okay. So that was your reference. That's not your fault.
Hey man, they did the English language all jacked up anyway.
It
1
is.
minute is a long E, 1 minute is a short E. Sometimes if it's a consonant in between, then the letter say itself, make it a long vowel, but then they want to make it a short vowel. I don't know.
Yep. See.
Quick question: did y'all think that Danhausen botch was actually a botch with him running back through the curtain and the lights came on? You could see him running back to the back.
No, I didn't even see it.
I think I don't think it was, but I think it just worked.
It works, bro. Like
I think it just worked. Like, okay, that's a Danhausen thing to do.
Right.
It's
but
like,
okay.
I mean, there's a tradition of the comic relief in professional wrestling, and some of the greats to do it. Like I said, R-Truth, Santino Marella, Danhausen's the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just am I missing anybody else? Who was? I mean, probably you could probably say Kit Wilson at this point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Going crazy in that bad boy. You know what I mean?
Triple H.
No, see, there you go. Anyways, we're here to talk about another Triple H guy, the ruler. We're here to talk about the rise of Oba Femi. We just gave him all these compliments, and he just had to it's cool though.
Always.
No, it's fine.
That's just the way he rolls.
I messed up. I should have gave up Triple H for Lent.
Okay, there it is. So that's another one. See, like once again, look, I don't have gunshots on here.
My favorite Triple H WrestleMania match is about to come on. The greatest WrestleMania match he's ever had.
WrestleMania 25.
Negative 34.
Okay. All right. Well, guess what?
Him and Stephanie versus Ronda and Kurt.
That's not. That's okay. I'm not.
Oh, come on. That what?
Triple H
talking about that incredible
Triple H first thing, man. Come on.
Where's Dan? Why did Danhausen get me? Why couldn't he get Brian?
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoa.
Because
you're supposed to be my brother. Why would you even wish a curse upon me?
I mean, because your healing tactics are very nice, but very evil. Hollywood. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
You mean tell me that wasn't a good match? Triple H and Steph teaming his wife.
The best WrestleMania match he ever had.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes.
It's not nice. Okay. There you go. You're starting.
I'm about to tweet that. I'm gonna make some people mad.
You want to be starting?
I'll take my thoughts and I'll get on my little keyboard and I'll tweet it out.
There you go. That's just
you said WrestleMania 25 though. Come on now.
What?
Versus Randy Orton?
I'm just saying. It's not my fault that
it was a snooze fest.
It was, but it looked good on paper, and they looked physically good in the ring. It looked like $1 million. Just the match didn't match how well they looked. They were oiled up and jacked and cut up, and I was like, "Ooh!"
But
we
you know,
just
some
saw.
matches you go back and watch, right? And
Mhm.
with WrestleMania or SummerSlam or any of the PLEs, you may in the flow of the show and all that, it doesn't work. But then you isolate it and you watch it by itself, and you watch it without the being in the midst of the current story, and it turns out better. Like him and Lesnar, actually, the whole WrestleMania 29 card. I remember at that time the story was like, "Oh, bro, come on, y'all not." It wasn't better than 28, but when you went back and watched it now, it's like, you know, this is actually fun.
Yeah, I mean, just I don't feel that way about WrestleMania 25 because I'm like, oh, I'm about to watch it, and I just slowly start looking at my phone, and I'm like, oh crap, I did it again. I swear it's not on purpose. I'm like, why? It looks good on paper. This should be the one. But anyways, brothers, we're here to talk about a new brother, Oba Femi. We're here to talk about the rise of Oba Femi. And you say, okay, runners, this is a little premature. Why are we rushing the gun? I said, because we got to be the ones that had the conversation first. Brothers, for years we've talked about black superstars, and you know my standards are higher. It doesn't get any higher than Booker T, the most complete, the most, in my mind, the most successful, the most accomplished black champion in the history of pro wrestling. Booker T. That's my standard. Anything below this, I'm measuring everything from here to there, from whatever you give me to Booker T. On what level, right? I'm seeing Oba Femi. And he's coming up through the ranks, and we've watched his progression. We've seen him come in. We've seen him develop. And now that he's on the main roster, I'm saying to myself, okay, this guy's a new face, and he's already has crossover appeal. He is a big Nigerian monster, and that intimidates people, right? Because of his culture, because of his skin color, because of his size. Let's just call a spade a spade. And fans around the world are usher marching to his music. We've seen so many viral clips. I'm like, this dude is surpassing color. You know you're a big deal when you surpass color. It's because the superstar of Oba Femi is getting over, and he's getting over fast. I'm like, yo, he hasn't had nothing but squash matches on the main roster. He hadn't even done nothing serious yet. You know what I mean? He had the Royal Rumble. What's the spot called, Brian H? Where you kill it the first year. There you go, the Diesel spot. Where you're very impressive the year before before you actually win it. And I'm saying to myself, this dude is starting to get to another level really, really, really fast. And I'm like, we got to be the ones that kind of say, this is the guy, and he's going to get there really quick, because I'm watching him ascend. I'm watching him pick up on things. I'm watching him develop really, really fast. Like, you could put the championship on him today, and I don't think it wouldn't not make sense. But let's just get into it, good brothers. The rise of Oba Femi. Let's talk about it. Who wants to tackle this one from the beginning to where we are now? It's because the way this ends, I think it ends with one very important coming out match. I mean, he's about to have his Diana Ross moment, and I say Diana Ross because she's got the song "I'm Coming Out," and I'm like, okay, I think there's something that's about to happen, and I think we should kind of break it here on this show first. Because we're all thinking it.
Didn't he technically already have that though? Against Cody?
No. Because
even though it was a loss?
Because Cody liked him. Okay. Right? It was a gentleman's fight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was that was the appetizer. That's how I felt about that.
You're right.
Okay, we just want we want to introduce you to the world, but we don't want people to it's not that moment yet, right? Because if you think about I'm glad you brought that up, brother. This is why I'm glad you got your technical demons figured out. It's because you do this all the time, and this is great for conversation. Think about his level of popularity from the match he had with Cody to now. You can't tell me it has not gone up tenfold in that short amount of time. Am I tripping, fellas?
You're not tripping.
I'm not geeking right now. And I'm like, bro, how? Like, we barely see you. You show up on shows, even when you don't have matches, you pop up, and it's almost like this. Here he comes. Think about it. He has everything from top to bottom. He has the size. He has the agility. He has the in-ring presence. He has the mannerism. He has the music. He has the pose down. I'm like, dude, this dude is a 5'2" player, and this is the match that sealed it for me. When I watched him in the ring with Rusev, and this is why Rusev, and I've always been a Rusev fan, and Rusev made it very clear why he came back to WWE. He said, "I want to mix it up with all the new talent. I want to get in the ring and test myself." And Rusev was missing. They're like, "Oh, where's Rusev? He was in AEW for this. He did that. Now he's not doing nothing." He's like, he understands his role, which is why they brought him back. It's because the WWE embraces names like that. Like, look, you're not in your prime anymore, but you're still an established player, and we need these names to work with. With our upcoming superstars. In the match that he had with Rusev showed me like that was, to me, that's like a mini feud. I think that's the predecessor of what is to come. This is the first step. And when I watch him work in that ring, he sells on the same level as a Gunta, because you can't be super dominant and not sell, because it's like, oh, well, now we have to make you champion because you have no chinks in your armor. Like, Gunta is a master at it. Like, I'm talking about Dr. PhD Ric Flair level. On a level from bachelor's degree to Ric Flair, he's up there on the same level. Where it's like, this dude knows how to be dominant but still be human. Like, so it's not like when somebody slams Andre the Giant, it's a big deal because nobody even comes close to it. It's not the same. You know what I mean? I watch him in his match. I watch him sell. I watch him move. I watch him go toe to toe. Like, he went to war with Rusev for a little bit, and I don't think this is a long-term feud, but I'm like, bro, I was immediately interested when they called each other out, their first interaction, and then the match itself. And I'm like, bro, and the match was short. I said, you did all this in the match, and you got your point across, and you kind of like let Rusev know you the new big dog on the block. And I'm like, this young dude is dangerous. And this is the one that sold it for me. And I'm like, bro, he's ready. He is ready now. He is on the fast track to becoming WWE's next biggest superstar, outside of a Trick Williams. See, yeah, especially for the men. Like, Trick Williams still has work to do in the ring, right? You know what I mean? But he has the gimmick, the personality. He's already there as far as that. Everybody says that, but you can tell his timing in the ring is still like, okay, he's, you know what I mean? He'll get there. But to me, Oba has it all, and he has it all right now.
Yeah, he does. 100%.
I mean, when's the last time we've seen somebody rise this fast?
Wow.
Say
it.
Say it.
Brock Lesnar.
Thank you, because that's who the freak he's going to challenge at WrestleMania. I got a feeling, because Brock Lesnar's got a number of dates. He has more than usual. And Paul Heyman made it clear, who's out indefinitely. Hey, Brock Lesnar's going to be looking for somebody to step up. I told my brother this morning, I said, can you imagine what's going to happen when he finally says, okay, this is the week before WrestleMania and nobody's out here. Y'all, what's the deal? And Oba Femi's music hits. I think y'all
going to be mad when y'all get Brock and Seth, or Brock and LA Knight.
I'm going to be pissed. I'm not going to lie to you. I might turn on Triple H if that's what happens. I'm not going to hold you.
Well, wait, Brock and LA Knight?
Yeah. I don't want that. I want Brock and Oba Femi. And I want it at WrestleMania.
Hearing is true. No, I actually just watched the Rise and Fall of like Keith Lee today.
That's not nice either. You guys are jerks.
It was no. If Brock doesn't want to,
I'm sure Blake is happy about that comment.
Yeah. If he don't want to lose until he's if Brock don't want to lose until he's retired, I don't want the match.
That's not true though. Brock Lesnar's not about that. He doesn't care about winning or losing as long as it makes
I was gonna say that too, right? It's coming from him and Paul Heyman, so we know they like working the dirt sheets, and they don't tell they love the business
way too much.
But that's the only way I'll be fine with an LA Knight match. But
that's not nice. There you go again. These backers, you just own one.
It was there. I'm just saying, if somebody could take an L and be fine, it'll be. Did y'all see him dancing with the Usos?
Why? You're bullying right now.
I'm not. Hold on. I'm not bullying.
Like, why? Why are we talking about
this? I'm just saying. Did y'all see it? He was dancing with the Usos.
Okay. What are you saying?
I was just
you trying to say he can't dance? Alfie, can you teach us to dance?
I mean, I don't never tell nobody they can't dance, because
I was about to say,
oh wow, so Ruka was on Stephanie's pod.
Brian H deleted the video, ladies and gentlemen, of him doing karaoke. That's the one video he took down off his social media. I watched it over and over again. I thought it was
Wait, which one?
At the one at Black WrestleFest, not Black. At BlurCon.
BlurCon.
Yeah, you took it down.
I recorded that. Golly,
that's crazy. Yeah.
Did you see it, Brother Hugh?
Yeah.
he was there.
Oh, you were there. Okay, so you saw it live in person. He took it down. I said, "Why did he take that one down?" That was the good one.
I was his wingman that night.
There's a couple nights he was his wingman, but we've had some blockage. That's not okay.
But
sorry. That's right. You forgot. You forgot, huh?
I'm like James Harden now. I throw passes. I just throw passes that's way down, and you catch them, make alley hoops.
You're right.
But nah. So the thing is,
mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, I said this. I've been saying this on Wrestling for the Culture for the past month. Oba Femi, I want to see him book like Lesnar.
Yes,
because that is the standard, and I don't want to, like we said, we want to see this guy as crossover. Dare say, shoot, he got more charisma than Brock had when Brock first came.
Yeah,
you see him in the interaction with Kit Wilson and with the Miz. Like he said, "No, come on, keep reading, And I could not stop laughing.
Yeah,
and I was like, this dude is hilarious, Obviously, but see, he also had the benefit of NXT. Now, granted, Brock was down at OVW, but it seemed like OVW, they was just teaching you. They would throw a character your way.
Sure.
And my analysis may be wrong, but this is the way I interpret it. That they would throw you a character and say, okay, but you're going to really learn how to actually focus on wrestling. Like shoot, Kane, Glenn Jacobs had a bunch of different characters down there, and then the Undertaker went down there and saw, was like, oh yeah, this guy can work. I need him. I need somebody to work with because I'm mid.
Did the same thing. He did the same thing for Batista, and he was not mid. He just couldn't work with big guys. You see how he tried to slide that in, Brother Hugh?
Dude,
I heard it.
Undertaker wasn't mid until the Attitude Era.
No, he was not. What are you talking about?
He was mid.
Where are you getting this from?
Hey, I keep telling you, just gotta let him talk and listen to
him. A long time.
No, because mid. What?
Because people be trying to act like he the greatest of all time, and I can't subscribe to that. He's not even the top 5.
That's not true, though.
Undertaker in the top 5 of WWE superstars of all time. Are you putting him above Brett?
You have to.
And I'm not. Are you putting him above Hogan?
Because he's the standard for big men.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like Bret Hart to me is bigger than WWE. It's like I'm not just gonna put him in a, like, if it was like you see what I'm saying, like a pro wrestling Mount Rushmore, Bret Hart is it. But I'm like, I don't see Bret Hart as a WWE guy. I see Bret Hart as a Bret Hart guy. But like, as far as
all right,
pure WWE gimmicks, like he's one of the few gimmicks that are like created and lasted and evolved.
He's literally the gimmick, like, you know what I mean?
Because I don't think it has. Think about it. Has it been anybody else that we know of? Come on, Brian, you're the history buff. Is there anybody that's like that literally had a WWE created gimmick and just lasted forever? Like, just has not, like, Undertaker's the gong goes off and the gimmick is still working. Is there anybody else that we've had that's
gimmick? But that's the gimmick, right? Yeah, he's the thank you, Vaughn. He's the GOAT of gimmicks. But I'm not putting him the top 5 greatest superstars of all time.
Go ahead. Who's above him? I just need to notice. Go ahead.
Cena, Roman, Hogan, HBK, Austin, Rock.
No, I'm not putting. What? I'm not putting. Here's the thing. I'm not putting him there. I'm sorry. His success does not measure up to Undertaker's impact into the industry, and that's just my opinion. I think it's too early.
Impact and success is two different things.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Everybody I named just drew more money than the Undertaker in a time period.
But we have to talk about inflation. There's a lot of technicalities that can't. That's
all right. Let me. All right. Here's the thing. Here's what I always say too.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody I named, the company at one point, they were the #1 undisputed guy.
Okay, fair enough.
Hold on. That for the Undertaker.
So you said okay. So John Cena,
Hogan, Cena, Rock, Roman, Austin.
Well, you named 6 guys.
HBK, 7.
You can't say HBK because HBK didn't draw numbers.
You didn't hear me say Shawn Michaels. No, I said no. I just said
was the #1 guy.
The #1 undisputed guy.
Gotcha.
Company was on their back. and it stayed afloat.
I mean,
Okay,
There was never a point in
technically
time
he
when
was backstage.
there
I'm
was never
being
a point
real.
in time front facing where the Undertaker was the number one guy.
So what category would he go in? Let me answer that. I'm intrigued. This is a different take. I've never heard you say this.
Oh, I said, oh yeah, I was getting heat. I actually had him. I said he's not in my top 10, but
So you're saying there's 9 other people better than the Undertaker. I have to hear the rest. I'm sorry.
there's 9 other people who were the number one guy in WWE.
It's not possible.
What you mean?
I think you named all of them. You named 5 the number one guy in WWE.
The number one guy where the company they was the WWE champion and they was opening and closing the show. Not they was WWE. Savage.
See,
yeah, Hogan was out. Savage was carrying it.
Okay,
Warrior.
No,
Warrior was. Go back to in '90. Hogan was out. Warrior was carrying it again. So, I mean, I wouldn't say this guy was over him, but this guy was the main event, the main guy when he was the champion. That being Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
No.
But I wouldn't put. Now I'm not putting him above Undertaker.
Sure, but you just
wilding.
Name a time and period where the Undertaker was the number one guy, and the company.
I know, but like, since when does being the number one guy in the company like equate to being better than? You see what I'm saying?
It equates for my top 10. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so your top 10 is based off. Okay, well, if you don't lead the company, you can't qualify. It doesn't matter what you do in your career. You just
that's what it sounds.
No, like. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I'm not. When I look at the top 10,
and you put Ultimate Warrior,
everybody I put in front. No, I'm not putting Warrior, but I'm saying he was the number one guy. But everybody who I put in my top 10, if I was to do a ranking, they at one point was the front facing person of WWE, and they were number one guy. They was and
you have 9 people above Undertaker. You have 9 other people that you say, or at least, or I guess you could probably say 10. You have 10 people up front, like, oh, I look at these 10 before I even look at the Undertaker, because he called. Wow, I'm curious. Are we going to see this anytime soon?
I know I wrote it somewhere in an argument, and I don't know where it's at. But I personally just don't see the Undertaker as far as there was never like. I feel like if there was never a time it was actually trusted where we could say, okay, Undertaker, you're the guy, and now we're going with you. Because every time you look back at his first 2 title reigns, the first one don't count. It was 2 days, right? So then what happened after WrestleMania 13? Who was the man around that time? Those stories still centered around Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
Yeah, I mean,
with a rise in Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Then when Undertaker became champion in '99, he said it himself. Yeah, Vince was like, yeah, numbers down, buddy. Gotta take the belt off of you. And then all them world title runs, well, we all know what was happening on Raw. That was about the John Cena's.
And that's what. So, okay, all right. I guess. Hey, I'm just.
Hey, bro. Like,
it's crazy.
What I keep saying it. Let him talk and let him talk. He said he was mid
during that time period. That's shocked. I've never heard Brian H have this point of view. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's wild.
But I needed to hear that. But I was like, wait a minute. We've never had this conversation before, Brian H.
But cool, but people be talking about he the GOAT. No, I don't even know.
People need to see this top 10 list now.
He can be your favorite.
I think we need to see this top 10 list because I need
to
see
it'll be on Patreon. That's some Patreon content.
I need to see.
Let's do it.
Yeah, because I signed it for free on Patreon, so I need to see. I need to see to the other people that you have in front.
Actually, you know, I'm gonna find it because I was arguing with some people and I was just like, nah, like, shoot. But I mean, it just felt. It felt like Vince trusted Flair more than him.
I don't know about that.
I'm saying it felt like. I ain't gonna say he did.
Sure. It's a lot of those guys that you named that had to go through the Undertaker. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of those guys were like handpicked, like Warrior. You know what I mean? Like he was.
Exactly.
It's not like he was the greatest thing, but he was picked to be like, hey, this is the guy that we need to take
gatekeeper
to the 90s. So we're gonna make him, but his history showed like you can't make somebody something because he was he was genuinely uncomfortable with what came with being the number one guy. Like there was like Hogan did it in the 80s, no problem. And of course, everybody thought they could do it better until the 90s came along, and they're like, all right, we gotta, I'm
gonna tell you what sparked this conversation because I now remember it. I got it up. It was a AI generated greatest WWE superstar ever, right? Stone Cold number 1, Undertaker number 2, HBK 3, Ric Flair at 4,
no,
Hogan at 5, Rock at 6, Brett at 7, Cena at 8, Macho Man at 9, and I can't tell. It looked like it's cut off, but I'm gonna say it was Triple H at 10.
Okay,
and that's when I said, Undertaker's not even top 5.
I mean, I can understand top 5.
I'm about to say top 5. I'll give you top 5.
Yeah, but top 10, I'm like, ooh, I don't know about that one. You're not gonna. I have a hard time saying like,
okay, all right, I found my list.
Better than the Undertaker. Okay, go ahead. Here we go.
All right. Cena. This is how I rank them right now.
And this is in order, correct, or is it just the list?
This is my order. This is my order.
Gosh, here we go.
All right.
Men's superstars.
Right, hold on, we got
John Cena at 1.
Okay.
Hogan at 2. Austin at 3.
See, I don't agree with that.
I can make an argument for those 3. Interchange them.
Okay,
I can interchange them at any time, right?
Why do you have John Cena? Real quick, I'm sorry, I'm intrigued. Over Stone Cold Steve Austin is because I know we call Cena the greatest of all time, but he has not done anything remotely close to Stone Cold Steve Austin. So like I could understand the argument between like a Hogan and an Austin, because it's like, well, Hogan did it first. He kind of changed pro wrestling, but then like Austin broke all of his records, but it was like Hogan did it first. Cena, just because he lasted so much longer, he's done nothing to the same level of a Hogan and an Austin. Hogan, Austin, Rock always stood out. They're in a different category because they were the best of the best wrestling periods. Like John Cena was never the greatest of like he didn't make people watch wrestling more. He was just the only one people accepted. That's just me. But go ahead,
I always felt that with John Cena is the same way. Like when wrestling hit a downward spiral, I always felt that John Cena kind of brought it back up, and he had to. There was like this. Okay, well, which way do we go? Right? Sure. With Vince McMahon being who Vince McMahon was, the company was going to stay afloat. I'm not going to say that like how Bret and Shawn was literally holding it by the threads. I'm not gonna say John Cena was, but I always felt the longevity. John Cena is the person. Like, if you got a franchise player, you want to go to sleep at night. That was John Cena. That's the reason why I said, he's the goal. And he never turns back on the company.
Because it's like, I mean, but I don't know. He kind of did.
When now?
Yeah, he left. He remember he came back. He came and said, "Oh yeah, Rock, I was wrong. You can't do both."
Wow. I wish you said that in well, he ain't do it then. A Team Brilliant promo.
No, he was still wrestling full time.
Exactly.
He retired. That's a difference.
No, I'm talking about before he retired. He wasn't around full time all this time. He would come back every WrestleMania.
But once the business was in good hands, though,
he kept it with Hollywood.
All right. Well, these like I said. So those are the top 3, interchangeable, right?
Continue list, yes, interchangeable. Got it, brother. Are you listening to this?
I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
This is why Undertaker isn't my number 10 because
this is important is because this is going to set the tone for what we're talking about today, right? The people on this list that Brian is naming is the blueprint for how we judge superstars, for how we judge. Hey, this is going to be the next person. So this is why you got to learn your history. You got to have this information. Go ahead, Brian.
And this is where I want Oba. I want him in this category.
That's what I'm saying. Like we got to see, because based off what you're saying, now we got to judge this with a different level of standard, especially if you don't have Undertaker in top 10. Like you have 10 other people in front of Undertaker. But go ahead.
Yep. And then the guy next is, of course, my favorite of all time, the guy who ushered us into this era, the guy who's helping, reason why may not be a great thing, but the reason why Raw is on Netflix, the reason why they have these great deals, y'all already know. The one and only Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. After him comes The Rock. Now, this is where I get into the wrestling of it, right?
Okay, all right.
This is where I get into the wrestling, and then, but these are still people who was the guys. Each one of these people were on the marquee for Wrestle Freaking Mania.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry. I had to do this. I can't let him get through this. So let me get it straight. So you think what Roman Reigns has done already is more than what The Rock did in his entire career? That's the part I have a problem with. Because
in
it's
4
like,
years?
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is, so are you taking
6?
It seems like to me like you're judging by his last run. Like, okay, cool. The Tribal Chief era, we'll call that, right?
Yeah.
Because of that alone puts him ahead of The Rock's entire career, what he did for the industry.
That's the shattered records.
I don't agree.
The biggest streaming numbers, the biggest.
Yeah, but I mean that's true. I'm not taking it, but that's like people saying this, and I'm presenting this based off the argument of the people. Like, okay, that's like somebody saying, oh, LeBron broke all the records. But like a lot of people will say, but if you watch Michael Jordan and you watch LeBron James, clearly you're going to see a difference in what you consider the greatest of all time is. Are we only going off stats? Are we going off, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, he did all those things Roman did in his era. But it's like, so does that mean that space, that one space, because we're not talking about anything before that. Let's be real. Because if he was still the big dog, he wouldn't be in your top 5.
He wouldn't be. No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So,
I'm not crazy.
So we only judging the bloodline era, that 4 year gap. And I'm like, you telling me that 4 year gap, 6 year gap, excuse me. That 6 year gap, 5 3/4 and some change is more. That period he had is more important than The Rock's entire career. As far as The Rock, I'm not talking about the clown. I ain't talking Rocky. I'm talking about the impact of The Rock.
Yeah, because
oh my gosh,
that's insane right now.
Because he didn't have it, because it was him. See, The Rock was duo with Austin. Austin shattered the records, but then Austin needed that partner. Here comes The Rock. We don't know.
But what about when Austin was out?
Right, he held it down. Him and Triple H.
He held it down. They almost didn't give it back to Austin.
Oh, whoa!
I mean,
I don't know about that, because I can I go over memory, and I remember wanting like, all right, Austin, been going a little too long. I ain't gonna say he wasn't about to give it back. That would be like saying, I think you could make more of an argument of not giving it back to Cena. Like if Cena never won a world championship.
I don't know, man. That's rough. Because The Rock is
that's crazy.
The impact of The Rock is, I think, it's a little bit more than Roman Reigns' Tribal Chief era. But go ahead. Okay. This is good. Go ahead, continue.
All right.
I mean, I just go ahead.
So now we get into the wrestling, between Impact and greatest superstars. And when I think of WWE Superstars, I'm going with my guy, Bret the Hitman Hart. There's Shawn Michaels. I'm never ever, so don't nobody ask. It's never going to happen. Shawn will never go over Bret in any list. And then I round it off before I get to Undertaker.
Now, when he brings it up, when you see him in Orlando or something like that, don't double back.
Right.
I'm gonna tell him, look, you're my guy, but
right.
I was a Bret guy. Yeah, I would have a better chance as a Bret Hart fan saying that.
That's not
than a Shawn Michaels fan would say that to Bret.
No, that's not what you have to say. You have to say, I will never put you on the list over Bret Hart. You can't be like, oh, I was a Shawn Michaels guy. I was a Bret. Now we know that
he got to pay for that. Meaning he got to go to the wrestling realm and look at this and say, okay, that's true. Or he got to watch it. He don't get that for free.
Okay, well,
that's called brand protection.
Sure.
And the last two before I get the Undertaker, you're gonna have fun with this one. Oh yeah. Actually, no. Yeah. Okay.
Now that's the one I wouldn't put there, and I'm a Macho Man guy.
I'm putting Macho Man before Taker, and
I'm not.
Then I go.
I don't think I am.
And then I go with the guy that you called before anybody else called. The guy who you said was going to be the guy who was going to be the star before anyone else saw it.
Trick Williams.
Who's that? Come on now, you know who your guy is.
Christian Cage.
I almost said something crazy. No. Seth freaking Rollins.
No. He doesn't
And
even
then I
belong on
get
that
to the
list.
Undertaker.
He doesn't
Marquee. I told you.
He doesn't even
people
belong
who
on
were
that list.
the Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I wrote this years
You
ago.
bugging.
BrianHWords.com. He
Mhm.
is
You're
the
bugging.
next WWE megastar. Seth Rollins, also Marquee of WrestleMania, WWE Champion. At one point was the guy. The people in 2015 they said, okay, you're the guy. We trust you. I've never seen that with Mark Calloway.
That's not true.
When? Tell me. I'm waiting. Something nobody's told me when
What
Undertaker
I'm
was
saying,
undisputed.
but that's like he's handpicked. We're talking numbers. But you mean to
No.
tell me if we go in a room full of kids and we say and we have a picture of Seth Rollins and we have a picture of the Undertaker, who you think they're going to recognize first?
See, that's the thing. That's not my list. My list isn't most recognizable. I'm not crazy.
What's
Undertaker would be higher.
What's the list?
My list
based
is
off?
my criteria.
Maybe that's
is-
the reason why we're not understanding because maybe we
Exactly.
don't have the full criteria.
I said it.
Of,
My
which was what?
criteria is who has been people who've been front facing that carry the company and that's taken it to different places. And so obviously it's a lot of things that goes into this, right?
Sure,
You can't
sure,
just say
sure.
all the people, but I'm giving points based on who carried the company.
Mhm.
I'm giving points based on who, obviously main evented WrestleMania, headline WrestleMania, SummerSlams, and Royal Rumbles.
So what about the street? That doesn't count.
I was about to say that's not a thing.
I mean, I'm
The
based off
street,
your criteria.
Right. That's why he made the list where he's at.
And you had him at
I didn't.
where on this?
He's over CM Punk. He's over Cody Rhodes. He should be happy.
So
That's crazy.
of course he'd be over CM Punk. Of course he'd be over Cody Rhodes. Let's just you don't have him in a class with his peers, and I don't see. I don't know.
He's over Brock Lesnar.
I want to.
Like-
We got to get some old heads. We got to get some old heads because sometimes I'm not saying what's happening is. I do know. I'm honest enough to admit that sometimes when you're not a part of an era or you didn't see it a certain type of way,
Mhm.
you take that person's run out of context, right? So, like for instance, kids now trying to say that Bam Adebayo is better than Shaq.
No, please don't tell me. Please don't.
No, this is what I'm saying because of the child
Right.
watched clips, not the game. The child watched clips and goes, "Oh, that's tough. He better than Shaq." Because I know Shaq. I know who Shaq is. I've heard of him, but I've never experienced Shaq. What I mean experienced Shaq is when you turn on TV and you watch him get 35 and 25 like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Like we argue Kobe and Shaq. And then I went back and watched the Laker game and I was like, man, these highlights are way different than this game looks. Kobe took a lot. He looked crazy out there a lot of times in his younger years. But Kobe was also a baby. He was 21 years old. He just looked like a grown man. Like he was, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, yo, he was a child. He was a child. That's how good he was. To us, he was a grown man because he was kids. I'm like, y'all don't realize how young this dude was. But like Shaq was really putting, that's why I'm like, how come? I said, why Kobe look like he be killing in these highlights? Why did he not get MVP? Because when you go back, you watch Shaq's highlights, you're like, oh, this guy's a walking 35 and 20. Like it was nothing. And it wasn't special no more because he did it so much. So it's like, if you don't see stuff in context, in proper context, it's no different than kids that's like, oh, LeBron's better than Michael Jordan. I say, well, you didn't live during that era, so we're not qualified to have this conversation. You didn't see both. So you're going to go with what you see. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess I'd be curious to hear what some of these older folks, because, everybody's got their own era. They'll swear you up and down.
And this is based on what I lived through. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
So
living through that.
The name of the list? What's the name of the list? What did you title this when you posted this?
Oh no, this was just in the comment section because I was
Okay.
thinking off I'm going back and forth and arguing, and people was like, all I said was Undertaker's not top 5, and that drew up a whole bunch of stuff, and
I think
was
because
crazy.
you said top 5, nobody knows what you're referring to. Like
No,
as far as the criteria.
No, but see, I was commenting on a list that was ChatGPT generated
Oh, okay.
that had
Yeah.
him at number 2, and I didn't like it.
Okay,
And
and
then
what was the context of that list? I'm sorry. What was the name of it?
I don't even remember. It just says
Okay.
greatest WWE superstar ever.
Okay. So it literally said, it was greatest WWE superstars, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
And that was
all right.
the thing that set me off.
Gotcha.
Greatest superstar though.
See, that's you know what I'm saying? There's always different criteria for what's the greatest superstar. You know what I mean? So
I'll tell you what it did though. It did what we do.
There you go.
Think.
I mean, that's why we just spent an extra 20 minutes on this conversation, because I'm
When
like,
we
this
looked
is-
in that the comment section, and people was like, and I kept saying, I said, well, okay, when was he on the marquee? You can't, look, top 5. I'm not putting, like I said, my guys, I'm not putting none of them over Undertaker. Like Undertaker over even Austin before 2020, it would have been Austin, maybe Austin, Rock, Cena, HBK, Brett, something along those lines. I'm not putting Undertaker above none of them.
Okay. Well, I know someone you can add to the list in the near future, and that's Oba Femi. No, Oba Femi actually.
So
that's Hugh's way of saying, "Yo, move on with the show. I gotta go to bed."
Nah, ain't nobody going.
Nah, because you bugging. I don't know what you're talking about.
No sleep till Brooklyn. So we Brian H pretty much went down this entire list, and based off the conversation we just had, where do we see, like, Brock Lesnar was nowhere near in that space, in that list? That's one name that I didn't hear, right? But we're looking at someone like an Oba Femi that could potentially have that type of meteoric rise where it's like he could get there and he can get there quick. You know what I mean? And we're talking about on the likes of the Brock Lesnar's, the likes of the Goldbergs. It's, everybody else had a slow burn. Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't become super. It's weird watching Stone Cold Steve Austin in 1997 because the glass shatters, but people don't respond the same way.
Yeah.
6.5 months later, and it's just like that glass shatters and everybody loses it. The roof is ready to blow off the place. You know what I mean? It's like
to this day.
Yeah, I mean, it's it. Same thing as the Undertaker's gong. When you hear that bell toll, everything stops. Like even when he comes out now, which is like he still gets to be a version of the Undertaker. It's like it's something different. And if the proof is WrestleMania 40, he wasn't in gimmick. He didn't have the hat and the roll in his eyes. That bell tolled.
But home.
He pulled up. And listen, it was going to be him or Austin. Either way, you was in trouble. It was. Right. But that moment stands the test of time as a retired performer. And it's like, because hey, that's what it does, right? But then you have a guy like Brock Lesnar. It's like he was the next big thing. That's what everybody was saying. You look at him, you see what he's able to do. Of course, you think, oh, this is our next big superstar. You probably could say the same thing about Ultimate Warrior, in a way. You know what I mean? Once you get an established gimmick, let's just go with it. Are we looking at Oba Femi in the same space as the impact that Brock Lesnar had? We're talking about like literally in 4 months, this guy can be WWE champion.
I mean, yeah. You talk about eras with Triple H. That's the one thing he always talk about, right? It's a new era, it's new this, new that. Well, this is your top superstar from your NIL era, if you want to call it that. Literally homegrown, and like you said, he's a 5-tool player. He has it all. Even down to just the promos. Like the promos are crazy. Because you look at it. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I say he just gets it.
You look at a guy like Brock Lesnar. That's who you were comparing him to. Brock wasn't doing that.
No,
they had to get a mouthpiece for him. Yep. You see what I'm saying? So like he's already ahead of Brock Lesnar with that. So it's like it's man, I don't even know, bro.
That's what I'm saying, yo. It's
he
scary.
He can be reaching Roman Reigns levels within no time because aura is off the charts.
Yes, 100%.
100%. He can go into the acting. He can do the Hollywood thing. He can do all of that. The cross promotion, all that stuff. He has it. He has the look. He has the feel. He's a monster. But the thing is, hopefully they don't mess up his booking, because usually when you have a monster like this, what happens? You book him. He's dominant. Exactly. Yep. Then there's no.
Then
he has to find a. Exactly. He has to find a way to evolve. Eventually,
it happened to the Undertaker
level. Exactly.
And I think they was smart by giving him Apollo Cruz's gimmick. He's the ruler. So like there's this kind of quiet, like, hey, I'm kind of a king type vibe going on with him. When he's
final boss type thing.
Yeah, like when you call yourself the ruler, it's like, okay, so this is my land and I'm the ruler. I'm like, okay, this has got some Black Panther vibes to it. Like, you are the king of Wakanda. So I'm like, okay. And it's just like, so even when he first came out with Cody Rhodes, he didn't come out there like, on some Kamala type stuff. He came out there with the $500 rock shirt on and some khakis. with his NXT championship on his shoulder, making it very clear. You talking about the future. I am the present. We here now. I was like, okay, yep. They're not waiting at this point. But
full-time attraction, 100%.
I think Oba Femi is the next major superstar in all of pro wrestling. We still got Royce Keys, who's older, but he's already, we know who he is. We have Trick Williams, who is same thing. Like he's on a rocket strap to the moon. But I think there's some. Yeah. I still think his in-ring work needs some polishing, timing still. But I'm looking at Oba Femi like, yo, I think he's here now. I don't think I'm sold. Like, yo, this dude is ready, and I
don't see too many flaws at all right now. What flaws can you pick out right now?
Yeah, I don't. Not at this point.
You see what I'm saying? Like I can't.
He's hitting.
Nobody's
on every,
perfect, but
he's hitting on every cylinder right now. Like I'm watching him. Like I'm looking for a reason to be like, he got it. I'm like, bro, think about from start to finish. Presentation. He comes out right. The silhouette, the walk, the music, the chants. Like, dude, he's got this African Goldberg vibes going on. You know what I mean? And he gets in the ring, and he's not reckless. It's not like he doesn't sell, and that's what I was waiting to see when he had that match with Rusev. When I saw him perform with Rusev, I said, okay, he's ready. This dude is ready.
Keyword with.
I'm just saying because he worked with a vet that made him look strong, but didn't make him look weak. You know what I mean? Like Rusev didn't look weak against Oba Femi. He didn't just squash him. He looked like Rusev bit off more than he could chew, which is the message.
Right.
Like Rusev is like, look, man, you think you bad? I've been bad before and I'm bad right now. And Oba Femi's like, bro, check this out, old dog. This ain't what it used to be. And they're like, cool, see me in the ring. And we saw that match. Like he took it to Oba Femi, and Oba Femi still destroyed him. And it was like, yeah, Rusev, you chill out, bro. This dude is different. You know what I mean? When I saw that level of psychology happened in that particular match, that's when I was like, oh, he gets it. Mentally, he gets it. Like he didn't just like Goldberg never used to sell. He would shake his head off like he was twitching or something like that, do a backflip and then spear you, and then we was going home. And we all loved it, and we went nuts.
I did.
You know,
yeah, you're right.
It's cool. You know, NWO Sting or somebody came out at some point afterwards. But you know what I mean? But like Oba, he looks at every match like it's a challenge, and then he has his own 5 moves of doom. His matches have last 5-10 minutes, and I'm like, but it's working. Like you get to do the same thing every match, and everybody responds to it the same way without getting tired of it. I'm trying to tell you, man, that's different. That's why Hogan was so successful. They like, only person that couldn't do it was John Cena, because he got criticized for his joints was a little bit whack. Hogan would replace what you expected a pro wrestler to do because he knew what made money. People didn't come to see me do drop toe holds. They want to see me wag my finger. They want to see the comeback. They want to see me shaking my head. They want to see the point. And he was right. Same thing with Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Ric Flair used to do the same thing. It's like, bro, this is the truth. This is what it is. So it's like, all right, are they wrong for that? Or did they just get it? It's pro wrestling. We gotta preserve ourselves. And this is what people pay to see. Imagine you go to see Hogan and he starts working one day like he's Bret Hart in the ring. You will be pissed. You're like, why is he doing these drop toe holds? Why is he doing all these? Because I saw the Hogan match he did in Japan. Hogan's lazy because he could wrestle. I was like, oh, okay. So he was just like, I'm not doing all this. I don't have to. But that match, I don't know who he's wrestling in New. Was it New?
Great Muda.
Was it All Japan or was it New Japan?
I'm not sure, but I know it was a match with the Great Muda that he was wrestling one time.
Was it the Great Muda?
Like, yeah.
I thought it was a bigger guy than that. It might have been a Great Muda.
Well, maybe we might have been watching 2 different matches.
But it was one where he was doing some serious stuff. Like he was in there working.
In 93 when they was on that tour.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it was.
So
it probably was
Muda.
Muda. Yeah. He was, I say, what the heck? The stuff I've never seen Hogan do before. So I'm like, so he had this in his bag. He just like, why do we got to do all this? They came to see me point my finger and wave.
I mean, 100%.
So it's just like,
that's what sells.
That I'm looking for a reason to be like, man, maybe he should do this. And we've seen it. I didn't think this way about Oba Femi originally, and even, but now that I'm seeing him put it all together, I'm like, fellas, Oba Femi is coming, and I think he's coming a lot faster than we all expect him to. I think this is going to be something different.
Oh yeah, man. Look, you're looking at a guy who, Like I said, I mean, he has a lot of tools that's available to him. He's taking advantage of them, from like the media training and all of that, the blueprint, and I always there it is, Dr. D in the building. Shout out to Dr. D. He's in New Japan versus Great Muta. I look at Oba, I look at what Bianca did, right? And Big E, you talk about people who were, it wasn't NIL, but they were, converted from collegiate sports, and they set a pace,
which has always been tradition. I don't know why everybody makes it seem like this is something new.
Because, man, well, I mean, you know why though? Because the way social media was, right? Back then, you didn't know unless Jim Ross or Gordon Soley told you that half of the Mid-South wrestling roster came from West Texas State University.
Bingo, they were football players.
You didn't know. You heard football, but you didn't realize that because they also didn't treat wrestling as a backup plan.
Okay,
that's a big thing. When we see these people, it's always like when you see those the NIL trials, it's like, all right, like Dwight Howard, he did the tryout. I don't know what happened with it, but wrestling's been treated like a backup plan, which then turns the indie guys and gals, makes them upset because it's like, well, we've been doing this, and then WWE don't want
this is our life, yeah,
this is our life, and but what the thing is with wrestlers would make it so easy for that transition to happen now is because think about the training that these kids are doing now.
Bingo.
Maybe more than what they was doing back in the day because of what's available to them, but they already have a built-in work ethic. So it's easy for Sean and Triple H to say, I can teach you and make it plain instead of I got to break your habits. You know what I mean? So you look at somebody like Oba Femi, he's coming in, he was a shot putter, and now he's doing all the stuff, and he gets it. And then, I mean, like children are the measure of children and old people. Like we seen that old lady on social media doing the usher walk.
That's what I'm trying to say, yo.
And guess what? And shout out to the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes and John Cena, because John Cena wanted to have a match to showcase old people. I mean, new wrestlers, right? Cody Rhodes wrestling Oba Femi.
He almost said it. He almost said it. Did you hear it?
Yeah, he definitely almost said Cody.
He almost said
it. I heard you.
He almost said
it. No, I didn't.
I think he did.
Okay, yeah, he almost did.
I would have said it, but then he said it, so I don't have to say it. Wow, that was a time. Sorry, you know how you just watch this stuff, and it was a time when it was like Dana Brooke, Apollo Crews, and Titus O'Neil. But
period, different time period.
Yeah, but the thing is with Oba, it's like think about how many people was watching Saturday Night's Main Event, right? You know, like I said, I'm sitting there watching with my kids, and then afterwards, ever since then, my daughter says, "Oh, that's the Usher Walk guy." You know what I mean? And to be able to have a viral, sort of viral entrance or interest that catches people. Yeah. So then to go from that to be able to work, to showcase the personality, come on now. WrestleMania, marquee, main eventer, he was one of those people when he was on NXT. It was like, yo, I think they got something here. I don't want to get too excited because sometimes how they be doing, but I don't want to get so excited. Man,
he's one of those guys you can put the strap on right now at this WrestleMania.
That's what I'm trying to say, yo. Like if he goes into
family man, so he's trustworthy.
If he goes into this year's WrestleMania for whatever reason, nobody's going to be like, this doesn't make any sense. You know what they're going to say? Look at him. Like imagine
he should be challenging Cody for the belt.
Listen to me. You think people would lose their minds, like, and nobody would be like, that makes no sense. This is not a big enough match. Everybody's gonna be like, bro, who is this dude that Usher walked all the way down? First of all, I hope he doesn't do that down a whole WrestleMania ramp, because he's gonna be there for like Roman Reigns for 20 minutes, go to commercial break while he's still Usher marching down a ramp. Anyway, but if you think people would be like questioning what's going on if they see that, man, this is what I'm saying. He looks like he belongs there already.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, there's nothing stopping this guy from getting there. Like, just at one point, he might have been green, or he was young, or didn't know something. I'm like, bro, he looks like a seasoned vet. I know we've only seen, bits and pieces of what he's able to do, but just fellas, I'm trying to say.
I mean,
like,
I'm gonna tell you, the video games tell you a lot, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing the universe mode, and you could do like the draft before you get it started. So I was like, all right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So the first match for the World Championship is him versus Roman Reigns.
Wow.
He beats Roman.
Shadow. See?
And then I simulated the next time. I was like, wait a minute. You don't nobody except Cody, maybe Seth. He beat him again. I said, oh, see?
Foreshadowing.
All this stuff works together. All this big machine, bro. You know, in a little my rise mode, when you jump in, I'm not ruining it, but you jump in. Braun Breaker is the WWE champion. You know, it's so
trying to program you.
Bingo.
See?
You know what I mean? And I'll say this. I'll leave off with this. You remember when we were supposed to get the one triple threat match we never got on the United States soil on a PLE, which was Rock, Austin, Triple H, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Austin can't do the match. They substitute the Big Show. You talk about stuff that just makes sense. Even though at that time it was like, really? But it still could work because of his size or who he was at that time.
Yeah.
If there was if there was a situation like that, you could do that with an Oba Femi and nobody would scream.
That's it.
When he matched up with Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble, nobody looked like, Everybody got excited, like, ooh, they might. Brock Lesnar was in there starting like, nope, just keep looking at me. Let's spin around. Let's dance. Keep looking at each other. Talk trash.
Absolutely.
And I was like, they're not giving you this for free. They're definitely not giving it to you in Saudi. They're like, no, not this year, at least. But man, fellas, I really strongly believe like, he is it. And he's it right now. Not like he's going to be like Trick Williams is going to be. Oba Femi is it right now. Like they're going to have a problem at some point. Like at some, I'm not saying it's going to be the same level as an Austin Rock, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got to that point where you talking about 3-4 years down the line. Now, bro, it's really 2 years, if even that. You know what I mean? Trick Williams and Oba Femi at the top of the food chain, trying to figure out who's gonna, kind of steer the ship.
Got taste of it in NXT. So
yeah, see, very, very Batista and John Cena ish type vibes going on, but
this is gonna be good.
Yeah, this is
Superstar too. That's crazy,
bro. Like he's an African superstar, and nobody's bothered by it. Like also, y'all.
Like crazy.
I don't hear no racist remarks about him being African. They're like, nah, this is cool. I'm like, he's not pretending to be something that he's not. He's not a hip hop guy. He's not overly black. Carver, whatever his name is in NXT. He's not like, it's not
Keanu Carver, bro.
Yeah, bro. He's just, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not playing he's just authentically himself. And it's like, oh, okay, we like you for you. Like you bring your culture into this mix, you bring your look, your size, everything about who you are, and that's just crossover. But yeah, fellas, we called it first. So if Oba Femi comes out and he challenges Brock Lesnar, just know that you heard it on the Wrestling Realm Now podcast first.
Sure did.
So
don't forget it.
But anybody got any closing remarks about this? Like I said, because I think this is just getting started, and it is early. But I'm realness. I'm calling it now. Like, bro, this dude, I wouldn't be surprised if he's WWE champion in next year or 2.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
So what's your over under? 2 years.
You said who?
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years, a year and a half. If somebody gets hurt.
Okay.
Because they're always looking to move forward, right? It's always about fresh blood at the top because they know how it gets. I don't think any other company in the world recognizes that more than WWE, because most companies, when their young talent is hot, they lose their window. And then, you know what I mean? And then it's like when they were hot, you didn't capitalize on it. You let them be hot, and then now it's like, all right, now the audience may not respond to them the same way. I felt that way about Wardlow. I felt the way about, Royce Keys as Powerhouse Hobbs is a handful. But like I said, with that being said, like I said, we're going to continue on the road to WrestleMania. The match card is shaping up. This should be really, 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 really good. There's a few holes that need to be filled, but I think the closer we get to Mania, you know, we'll those things will be taken care of. And once we finally got a full card, I'm looking forward to discussing it, where it falls into you know, WrestleMania lore and what they could potentially do. But until that moment, please follow us on all our social media platforms at Wrestling Realm. Subscribe to our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube at The Wrestling Realm. Follow Championship Culture on Instagram at Championship Culture _, as well as watching seasons 1 through 4 on YouTube.com/The Wrestling Realm. Playlist Championship Cultures. Fellas, we guys feeling good about this WrestleMania season? Are we nervous? Are we scared? Can we handle the tension? What's going on? Everybody straight?
I feel much better now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It was
I'm
kind of
excited
iffy
to
at
talk
first.
about it and complain about it with
All
y'all.
right. Well, listen, that's why we do this. And
that's
like
why
I
we
said,
do what we do.
Wrestlepalooza, baby. Wrestlepalooza.
no, cut it out. No, I'm not.
That's
I'm
what we're
not,
building towards. Yeah.
No, I'm not supporting
That's
that.
it. It's the last one.
No. With that being said, we're getting out of here. Wrestling fans, stay wrestling fans, all that good jazz. Road to WrestleMania, 15 years Wrestling Realm. We out of here. Peace.
Houston, we have a problem.
For all exclusive shows and bonus material, subscribe to our Patreon channel at patreon.com/thewrestling_realm. You can watch all of our Wrestling Realm content anytime on youtube.com/thewrestling realm.